Yeah, there's a lot to fucking talk about on this shit. What up, y'all? We live again. Got Dennis the Menace.
What's going on, family? What
You
up? What up?
have it. And you know me, I'm your boy Bush. Uh Highly disturbing shit going on, a lot of weird shit going on. Y'all know about Takeoff, rest in peace. We love the Migos. Takeoff was one of the best. A lot of people is saying that he was the best lyricist. This shit went down in Houston, we all know. It went down at Jay Prince establishment, you know, and from his reputation, I was like super duper surprised about EST 87. Yo, hit up that Bull Ice Graham with your number so I can send you a link because I've been trying to get in touch with you. But this shit went down at Jay Prince establishment. I was highly surprised because mob ties, that shit goes crazy. And people really respect that shit a lot. They really think, I'm sure Quavo and Offset and all of them in the spot, not Offset, but Quavo and Takeoff thought they were safe in Jay Prince's establishment. They didn't think no shit like this was going down. You feel me? So, yo, let's get into this because Dennis opened my eyes to some other shit earlier. The minutes, it's a lot to talk about. Go ahead, what y'all? You know what I mean? Like with Jay Prince, that mob ties. To me, that shit don't mean nothing.
Word.
Think
So
about
like
the real mob. Sorry, but think about the real mob. Think about
like
real John.
the mob is
His
real.
house.
You know what I'm saying? That shit is beyond rap and any other type of influence and entertainment thing you think about. So whenever anybody of that caliber visits Houston and they have affiliations with the mob, them getting robbed, shot is not even, that shit is water under the bridge. You're not even thinking about that. So for Takeoff and Quavo to be chilling with him, and they was just celebrating Jay Prince Jr. birthday with him, and then they doubt, like, that shit is crazy. And it's also crazy that a while back, Jay Prince was also in the same type of environment in a dice game with Duke the Jeweler, and
Wait,
Duke the Jeweler.
Jay Prince was there at the dice game
with Duke the Jeweler, like he was right. There's a picture. He was right next to them.
You talking about Jay Prince Jr.?
Yes, Jay Prince.
Oh no, I'm talking about the pops. But I didn't know that either. Are you serious?
Junior was there when Takeoff died, and Junior was there when Duke the Jeweler died.
I heard about that. I heard about both of those.
Yeah, so it's just like what you were saying, Bull, like when you out here with someone who's representing the mob, things like that are not supposed to go down. And if they do, you're not supposed to be nowhere near that. So for the fact that two people rocking with him, and you know they then made it rest in peace, like that shit is just funny.
Yeah, if you're gonna perpetuate this moniker of mob ties, you're basically tying into mafioso, meaning you're a connected guy. You got juice, and you know even Whack 100 spoke on it, and everybody that subs know I'm not big with Whack 100, but dude comes with paperwork, timestamps. He's not full of shit. You know what I mean? I just think he's a little bit loud, but no, I fuck with what he says. But like, yeah, he brought it up. It's like, if you're gonna say that you're mob ties, like. Mob ties means that you're connected into people. You're connected into local police, politicians, judges. Your word carries weight. Back in the day, when the mafia ran New York City, shit didn't go down here unless fucking it was okayed. You know what I mean?
Now let's get into it because, like, I could see if some guys came from outside, rushed Jay Prince establishment just to kill, Takeoff on a hit type of shit. No, these were guys in there chilling, partying. And the retards got to arguing, and then straight bullets, and somebody get killed. That's not mob ties.
No,
that's some fucking childish street shit, sucker shit, lame shit. Really. Now QC, they got a lot invested in Takeoff, Quavo, a lot invested in them dudes. They didn't expect no stupid shit like this to go down at his jump off. You feel me? They thought, we had Jay Prince mob ties, everybody's safe, they good. This shit is crazy, man. Like, and then now the thing is, let's get into it because they said Drake unfollowed him and then followed him back.
Now, such a bad look. That's such a bad look. But Drake's just gonna say, "Oh, I don't control my shit," or I wanted to distance myself from all that.
You know that.
He could easily run around that, but we all know it's a little bit deeper than that.
Ain't he Canadian? He's from Toronto, right? Like, he ain't got nothing to do with this shit anyway. Like, that's cool. Let's sell your music here, but you ain't from here. Like, I know you went to the U in Florida. That's cool and all, but, like, you're from Toronto, bro. Go with your woes and stay the fuck out of our business.
I'm about to get my southern homie on here, EST87, and because I've been wanting to get, my homie from the town, from the south, from the I love the south. But first of all, Drake, we know just like Jay Prince Jr., he ain't no gangster. He ain't none. Now, when you get money, certain amount of money, you could just be a gangster just like that. Let's be honest here.
Well, you can move through different versions, like different areas of of the community.
We seen it with 6ix9ine.
That life.
You seen it with 6ix9ine for sure. But for Drake, Drake is really trying. What y'all think? Drake is trying to represent that life. Like I think Drake probably. Nah, I ain't gonna do that.
This is what I feel. So we all know Jay Prince, the father, introduced Drake to Lil Wayne, and that's how he got signed to Young Money. So there's a different type of loyalty behind that. And what I believe, Drake has always been loyal. You don't got to be gangster to be loyal. You feel what I'm saying? So Drake is just showing his loyalty, and I respect that. Like, and Drake has always been to his peoples. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's a good ass point, man. That's a good ass point.
And that's just the truth. Like, there's different type of gangsters. Like the gangster I idolize is moving your mom out the hood and living by code. You feel what I'm saying?
And he kind of done that. I'll give him that.
Yeah. Like shooting somebody is not gangster. Like shooting somebody just make you stupid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, honestly,
because you're mad about something, unless you really defend yourself.
Yeah. Yo, real gangsters don't kill people for no fucking reason because they're
because you're mad like a sucker.
Exactly my point.
What are you doing? That's lame, homie.
You feel what I'm saying? So I just feel like Drake is just showing his loyalty to who really put him onto game. And you know, like before he was a rapper, he was an actor in Degrassi. And Jay Prince Jr. really changed his life and put him with Lil Wayne. And back when he put him on with Lil Wayne was the best rapper. Like Lil Wayne, whenever Lil Wayne dropped a mixtape, shit was fire. So
he dropped like 50 bangers in like 6 months.
You know what I'm saying? So like he's just showing his loyalty, and I fuck with that and I respect that. And we're like it's deeper. So like, you know, who knows?
Plus, we don't know what goes on behind closed doors. We don't know who knows who and who's really cool with who. Who's just industry friends.
Facts.
Yo, Southside, I'm gonna put the number up. You can call up if you got some shit to say. You feel me? I always willing to hear the homies from the South for sure. But
yeah, you hear. Oh, Mob Ties, Jay Prince, like we're going to their neighborhood. Like you feel like you're under the umbrella of that family, of that organization. But the fact is, they're no fucking organization. It's just some street dude with a couple bucks and some goons, bro. It's a muscle, and that's it.
It's a muscle. Now,
and especially if you're gonna let Charleston White snap off on you like that and not fucking handle that, man. Like, come on,
Prince, you lost a lot. I want some homies from the South to call up because me, the way I'm looking at it, and I'm on the East side. You heard, Jay Prince, you lost a lot of clout. Pick it up. I gotta grab my phone real quick.
Absolutely, just make him look very bad.
Yeah, it's just a bad look. Like
a hyper bad look, and it's a bad look for the industry because we were just saying the other day, like, how many more people are gonna die before the end of the year? And I said over under 3. I'm going over, and we have 1.
That's fucked up because that's.
I said I don't want this to be true. And
I agree with you. It's fucked up because I agree with you. That's the fucked up part. You know what I'm saying? Like this is just bad. Like, and it's true. Like,
here go the homie right here.
Plus, you know, dead rappers do better promotion always.
Here go the homie right here. Here goes Southside probably too. Here we go. ESTG, this the homie right here.
Yo, EST,
what up?
Appreciate all the support. We appreciate you. I want you to be a part of this channel for real while it's on the rise.
Ain't no problem.
What you think about all this shit going on though?
Man, I seen the Houston police did a press conference the other day, right?
Yeah.
So they about to bring all types of attention to this. So it's gonna get messy. Jay Prince issued that statement. Pop's old man issued that statement to get that heat up off of him.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody looking into it. You know, it's about to be some feds looking into this too because Houston is due for, you know, a RICO.
And that's another thing, man. Mob Ties fucking up. This is just fucking a mess, man.
Plus, the whole Migos camp is switching up on each other now.
My bad.
No, it's not even that. It's not even that. They been at odds, and I think what's your boy
it's been in a minute, bro. Like there's beef at the label.
It's rumors Offset had problems with Quavo because of shit like this.
They do. That's why they didn't put that album together.
No, but what I'm talking about is situations like this. Quavo putting people in situations knowing he ain't necessarily, you know what I'm saying? And putting teams in situations like this because this ain't their first altercation. And a lot of shit is under the wraps. A lot of people don't know about. Hey, but let me bring some light to this though. This is what I don't like about this culture, right?
Okay.
Chucky Trill was killed. Chucky Trill was killed in Atlanta. He was from Houston. Did anybody say anything about that?
Nope.
I don't even know who Chucky Trill is.
I ain't even heard of that.
Exactly. Exactly. Remember, it was like I think it was the NBA or NFL All-Star Weekend, something like that. Chucky was down in Atlanta and got killed on the highway or something like that. Did anybody say anything about that?
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. No, you ain't heard shit about that.
I heard
And he was from Houston. His name was Chucky Trill. So it's like,
Yeah,
hold
he
on, we can't.
wasn't Migos
We gotta
level.
stop showing. We gotta stop showing favoritism.
Stop talking over each other. I want to hear
My
everybody.
fault. My fault. Be rad. My fault. Be rad. My fault. But we gotta stop showing favoritism. A dead black man is a dead black man. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. If
Period.
you're gonna talk about,
Yeah, just let me say this: a dead man is a dead man, right?
Yeah.
So just because he wasn't from a legendary rap group, don't make it no better. So we showing favoritism right here by trying to highlight all this Takeoff stuff. But this happened in Atlanta to Chucky Trill.
Nah, ain't no favoritism. He represents a lot. And he was really it's the level of inspiration he was for the ghetto boys and shit. He was Chucky Trill, he was a nigga too, but the level of inspiration that we lost with that death is disgusting. Now, my homie on the phone, who is this? Where you calling from? Did he hang up? Yeah, he hung up. Yo, call back, homie. My bad, call back. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's why we showing so much attention, because when you got somebody that can influence the young kids that you could get out the hood, you could get out the, with a positive thing, even though people, arguably say, oh, the hip hop is this and that. But really, these dudes, Takeoff got a whole family. Takeoff was feeding all them motherfuckers. Not just that, he was an inspiration to anybody that ever met him. And he's an inspiration to young kids that love him and all that type of shit. You feel me? So it's really crazy how he was taken out like that when he's supposed to be protected in that establishment. And that's why I'm saying,
but I want to know what you guys think real quick, like just to backtrack. Like, all right, so it came out first that he was shot by someone in his own camp, right? And now they're saying that if, he basically came out and said that it did happen like that. But now people are saying that it might have been like on purpose. Like, I don't know if I learned any truth to that, but that's what people are talking about. And it's been a conversation for the past couple of days. If they purposely took him out.
You saying it might not be a straight bullet? That's what you're hearing?
No. I'm not at all saying that. I'm just bringing up what people have been talking about. I personally think it was just a shitty fucking situation. It's always the coolest cat that gets it, and it's not the dude who's supposed to get it that ever gets it.
What I speculated from the whole situation was that Quavo was in an argument with some dude. It was about like basketball or something, and then it got a little disrespectful and out of hand. And then Quavo tried to defuse the situation when he seen that it got out of hand.
That's
and he
false.
Tried to walk away
that's
from
false.
the situation.
That's false. That's false. I don't mean to cut you off, but that's false. Quavo said, "Let me get out." Quavo said, "Let me get out of here before I hurt somebody," and turned and walked away.
That's
not defusing the situation.
So what I speculated was that Quavo got into an argument with somebody, and then it got a little bit heated, and then they tried to walk away, and then somebody threw a punch, and then somebody from Quavo's camp fired some shots first, and then the other side fired back, and then Takeoff just got hit.
Nah. This what it was. Quavo said, "Let me get away before I hurt somebody." He turned to walk away. It was a noise, like somebody either threw something to push somebody. Then the shots went off.
I was watching the academic shit, and we over here speculating.
We speculated like none of us were there at the end of the day, so none of us know exactly what went down.
I'm speaking on what I saw. My eyes don't lie. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not denying that, but none of us were there. You feel what I'm saying? We all saw videos of it, and at the end of the day, like we just all speculating.
But basically, somebody got hit. I seen that. You know what I mean? That sound was somebody I think got served up top.
I just don't like that narrative that Quavo was trying to diffuse something, bro. That was not. He wasn't trying to diffuse nothing, man. Everybody need to take accountability and stop trying to. I
never heard that. I don't agree with that. I don't think he was.
I hear that all the time, and I feel like we need to run towards responsibility, accountability, because that's the only thing that's gonna change us. If he stand on, I was trying to diffuse it, that's gonna cause him not to have to change in the future, bro. You caused a situation that the end. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't trying to be the Dalai Lama.
Be held accountable for what you do.
Yeah.
He's 87. It's like, and I don't want to go too big on Quavo because I know he's dealing with a lot of pain right now. I don't know. He ain't gonna never see our shit, but I'm just saying, like, I ain't want it, but he gonna have to. It's all the chicken's gonna come to roost, and he know why that shit happened. He knows. He was the biggest dog in the building. He could have diffused anything. He could have been like, it's all and got the fuck out of there. Period. But he wanted to be tough guy. Maybe he wanted, because controversy sells. They got that album out. Maybe he wanted some little shit to jump off, a little scuffle, maybe a little something.
I mean, Bush, man, pride and ego, man. When you shooting dice, it's marijuana, it's alcohol, bro, it's egos. That's the most deadly thing right there. Egos in sports and games. I told Molly I don't even play spades. I don't play spades no more because of that reason.
I'm a spade champion, but people get emotional
Well,
behind
Right,
people don't
right,
like losing, and they don't like losing money either.
right.
Yeah,
And it
and where
turned
I'm
deadly.
going with this, we all niggas, everybody a gangster, everybody a killer, every fucking body is a killer.
It can be if need be, but a lot of people do it senselessly, which is just stupidity, not fucking balls to do something that needs to be done. There's a difference. Nobody needed to die the other night at all.
At all.
Why are these kids so afraid to fucking catch anything?
Like you said, you just said it, afraid. You got a scary motherfucker in there, afraid, and they start shooting.
Bro, it's a mob don or supposed talking mob type gangster, basically a local gangster whose rich ass son is up in there with a bunch of his gangster ass wannabe friends and a fucking rap crew that ain't fucking about it, because everybody forgets 3 months ago people were talking about, yo, if there's beef over at the label down in Atlanta, like who are the Migos gonna go at? And nobody, because they already got ran up on by multiple people. Like, they're not those dudes, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe one of them is, maybe Quavo is, but it sounds like he's a fucking loudmouth who doesn't take responsibility or accountability for anything he does.
Now, what you think about EST? What you think about the fuck we was just talking about earlier, as far as Jay Prince Jr. and Drake unfollowing homie and then following them back?
Well, I actually was on the live listening to that last night with Whacking them. You know how they go back and forth, and so I mean that right there is, I would consider that more speculation. I would have had to been there to see the unfollow and the follow.
They had multiple people pull it up and look at it, because like, you can go, not only can you go on the internet, but you can go in recorded internet history as well, and you can watch it. And they all fucking pulled up the videos. They got it.
Yeah. I feel like that ain't gonna make no difference though, man. Like,
but that's just industry bullshit. That's industry bullshit. A million different things. Somebody might manage account. You might be trying to get away from it. Just doesn't want his name attached to it. So when they fucking Google his name won't fucking come up, because it's an algorithm, and his name's gonna pop up too.
You're right.
The biggest rapper. They're gonna put them together.
But the thing is when them boys start investigating, they gonna say, "Hey, look, at 11:30 p.m. he unfollowed. Then at such and such he followed them back." What do you think that was for? They gonna unspose, man. Everything you do leaves a digital footprint, so you can't hide nothing. So unfollowing and following, he made it look worse when he unfollowed.
Not a good look, that's for sure.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Good look.
Well, I mean, now the question is, do you think there's going to be an honest investigation in Houston? Like, are they going to figure this shit out? Or are they just going to?
It's already one going.
But I'm saying,
they're going to figure it out.
I feel like street justice got to take the crown here, and I feel like Jay Prince and the mob, they got to handle that, because they obviously know Quavo and his camp know who shot back at them.
They all fucking
know who's, because they was all there, so they got to handle that. You feel what I'm saying?
About Jay Prince, if the police figure it all out quick, or if it all goes back to the big boss Jay Prince, basically. Because that means in your establishment it's all kind of shit. Like, you feel me? Now,
look, whether or not that guy is legit, a gangster, whatever the fuck he is, legal, not legal, it don't matter what his dumbass son did in his place. Like, he's not, even if you can't blame it on him, even if it's his fault.
Hold on, B-Rad. I disagree, right? Because when the RICO come, they gonna say your son was doing this up under your umbrella. It's all conspiracy. Everybody follow up on. So what your henchmen do, you can go down for.
And then he can turn around and say, "Listen, my son likes to play a gangster because he hears what people say about me in the street." And that's
no. Yo,
that ain't gonna work in law.
B-Rad, it don't work like that. B-Rad, that shit is all it don't work like that.
No, in a RICO, you're 1,000% right. I'm just talking about a regular.
Listen. What has to happen is that the mob has to take care of this. That's the only possible solution.
I don't think they got juice like that.
And they don't have to take care of it because there's an investigation going on. They have to take care of it because of street code. That's what the mob is.
Ain't no such thing as street code and street justice, bro. George Zimmerman still walking around here. That's a myth, bro.
Yeah, real gangsters got
bro.
street code, and there's certain things that you gotta do and you gotta take
What's
care
gonna
of.
happen as soon as somebody drop behind this, the feds are gonna drop their investigation, bro. They already own you.
Yeah, if somebody drop behind this, Rico definitely.
It's over. It's over.
Yeah,
you can't play it that way.
It's not hard. They'll bring up some bullshit Rico, the first person they talk to, and they'll scare the shit out of them.
Ain't no such thing as street code, bro.
It's just as easy to put a price tag on somebody's head and get that done real quick. But they gotta take care of it.
That's facts. That's facts.
And that's what I'm trying to say. Like when you at that level, think about this. When you at that level and you understand what's going on, obviously you know you got a Rico against you just because of the situation that your son put you in. I'm speaking from Jay Prince's father. I'm speaking from the father position right now. You know that your son got you under some heat. You know that Houston PD's on you. You got the bag to take care of anything easily. You could give somebody
right now. That's what I'm saying.
Listen, let me finish.
Okay, my fault. Go ahead. My fault.
Well, you could go down the block right now. I could give somebody $500 to take care of somebody. That got no ties to me. I didn't send no text message. I didn't make no phone call. You feel what I'm saying? So you don't think somebody like Jay Prince with the bag, with the credibility, with the influence can take care of somebody who they already know who did it?
Let me
you
respond.
know what I'm saying?
Look.
Like, so it's
right.
different. Like the mob, the real mob is different. So if they really
are the real mob and they really Jay Prince knows. Jay Prince knows this though.
Homie. Let me finish. Everybody got, you know what I'm saying? We
gotta be short with it. We ain't going all on forever. You know what I mean? You gotta land though. That's all. None of us is going on for more than 2-3 minutes. That's how it gotta be. We this is, you know what I mean? So go ahead, finish. Land.
Nah. Just it is what it is. Just I feel like if they gotta take care of it and they got the means to take care of it and they got the means to avoid a RICO case. If they really the mob.
That's facts. That's facts. Now look, Jay Prince being the thinker, no, anytime I pay a $500 shooter, that's gonna be the dude who fold on me on the RICO.
Yeah, because you're a name, bro.
Every time, bro. Anytime you were thinking you play chess, you know I'm not about to send a low-level street dude to go put in no work because when it go down, he gonna be the one to turn on me.
But also, don't you think it'd be pretty easy for a lot of people to try to throw this type of shit on Jay Prince? What if he had nothing to fucking do with it?
It's obvious he has nothing to do with it. He doesn't want this shit going down. You crazy?
It don't matter though. Once you up under the moniker mob ties, it's all inclusive.
You're accountable.
It's all inclusive. And see, a lot of people when they talk, they let me know they don't play chess. Dudes who bosses play chess, they know I'm not about to sit. It's a chain reaction. Once that person drop behind that, what you think gonna happen? Regardless, he was a $500 shooter or a $500,000 shooter.
But I think Menace was just making an example, like.
Yeah, it was just an example. You know what I'm saying?
It's dialogue. It's dialogue. I respect that. I respect that.
But at the end of the day, he has the means to get that done, though.
Facts. Yeah, we all do.
And he could get it done with no digital footprint, no link to him. He could send anybody up in it.
That's not true. I don't know
about that.
That's not true.
Listen, I don't think
you don't think he has enough power in his own city?
You don't think? Hey, but look. My fault, Bush. You underestimating the power of the feds, bro.
I'm not.
Because you're talking about no digital footprint.
I'm just speaking hypothetically.
Okay, well, hypothetically, let me ask you this: What if everybody who his shooters up under him are already up under investigation, bro?
I'm not denying that. That's probably true. They probably been up under investigation before this.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. You can't trust nobody at that point.
Heads on this show now about Jay Prince Jr. This nigga hella young. He got a lot of shit around him. What's all the other shit he was involved in a lot of shit.
Yeah, somebody wrote in the comments they had brought up the Duke the Jeweler shit too.
Yeah,
I think that was Hudson word. Yeah, so like word Duke the Jeweler got murked a while back when and they was shooting dice. It's like the same type of scenario. You feel what I'm saying?
Hey Bush, what's my boy right here name with the glasses? He from New York, right?
Yeah, Dennis. What up, Menace?
What up? Respect.
What up?
I should have introduced you to everybody because this the homie right here.
Nah, it's all love. It's all love. You know what it is.
All love. Right.
And you know, but this Jay Prince Jr. and I believe somehow I don't like the dry snitch or whatever, but I don't give a fuck. I'm not. I'm on YouTube and I'm a YouTuber. That's what I do. Now, that clear. Now, Jay Prince Jr. had to know whoever the fuck was behind this shit or whatever else. Unfortunately, he does. It's just a fact. Now,
it's a shitty thing. Like, if you want to be a rich boy playing gangster, you can be around them people. They're gonna have trouble coming your way, especially because you got a name. Like, tell me what DA in any state wouldn't love to bag this kid on some dumb shit or some real shit. Either way, just to get back at his father if they don't like guy. You know what I mean? Plus, I don't think the Prince organization is rolling that heavy where they can fuck up an investigation, they can stop a murder, they can lay a murder down in a super hot area right now. Like that's so if anybody gets popped over this, they're gonna know exactly who it was. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man, that's worth money, and people are gonna know about it, and they'll sell it.
Hold on. Hey, Bush, can I address Lily real quick?
Go ahead.
Can I address Lily real quick?
Hey, Lily, shout out to you too. I've never seen you before, but
shout out to Lily. But look, she talking as a woman, right? But as men, we both know if we call each other a BAN, you know what I'm saying? And walk away, is that if I call you a B and walk away, is that diffusing the situation? So Lily, when men are getting into it and we say words like that and walk away, that's not diffusing. That's only amongst women.
I agree that. I agree with that.
You're right. I'm glad you addressed that too, because
as a man, you always get put to a final, to a test. You know what I mean? You got to.
Yeah, like that's not how we move. You can't say nothing like that and walk away from. Dudes got guns.
Yeah, and you're supposed to be tough, and you're gonna let this guy fucking clown you, and you take your money on that team. Like that's crazy.
She said, regardless of what he said. No, that's not true. You can't say anything out your mouth around dudes like that and walk away. Okay.
You get held accountable in that lifestyle.
But regardless, we not talking not just the guns and all that. You intoxicated. You got hot girls around. You feeling yourself.
Facts. Guns
money
in your pocket. Got
money and pride.
Who knows what that could do to a dude from the slums? It turns you out. You would be
right.
Trust me.
Sometimes the only two things that these cats even have is money and pride. You know what I mean? Like they don't have family, they don't have people they trust. They don't have.
Shout out to Lily though. I just want her to understand that's not how it works.
And shout out to my boy right here, James Hudson. Yo, James, call up my boy. He in LA. He another one like you, ESC 87. I'm trying to really pull some shit together with the real supporters. Yo, if you free, James, call up because I want to hear your input on this shit too. Though. But man, yo, it's just we can't be running around mob this and not protecting these stars, these not just stars, these people of influence to the youth. That's showing prosperity. They showing the youth you could get rich out here. And trust me, Takeoff inspired a lot of dudes that's trying to get their bag on and not illegal. They looking at them and they like, okay, I could get my bag too. That's what I'm saying. Like the level of influence, and you take him out because that's okay. Let's get into this. Everybody say, tell me, let me start. Let me just start with ESG 87. What do everybody say about Takeoff?
He shouldn't have gotten
quiet. He was quiet. He was low key. But the smart Mick dudes know them be the first people who get hurt and killed out here in the field. Being laid back.
Always a good dude who gets it. It's always the coolest cat who gets it.
It's always him. It's always him.
What everybody say about him? You want me to say what I know, what they say, and then I go around? Everybody say he humble, he quiet, he cool, he mind his business. Okay, we know a lot of dudes like that get took out, but I'm just saying now I want everybody else to say what they heard about Takeoff. Rest in peace too.
Rest in peace.
Now, word, I definitely heard the same thing. Like Quavo was always good vibes. Like he was always laid back, played his part. He was also the youngest out the group. Like he was just chill. Like he was real calm, cool, and collective. And it just sucks that that had to happen like that. Where rest in peace, Take. In my opinion, he was the best Migo too. He was the best. He was the most lyrical.
A lot of people say that. I didn't listen.
I listened to a lot of Migos.
I think Offset harder, personally, with the lyrics. I think Offset.
Yeah, Offset got the best flow, but Takeoff got the best bars.
I think Offset delivery is better.
That's absolutely a dynamic.
Lyrical Takeoff got more integrity in them bars. I think.
Yeah. I definitely Offset got that flow, but Takeoff definitely hands down best bars, and then Quavo had the face. That's why they all work so well together. You feel what I'm saying? It's so sad to see what happened.
There's a lot of groups out there that play like that. Like they all play off each other. They're the best at that one thing.
Yeah, they played off each other, and it was beautiful.
Word.
Into the bullshit. Now let's see. Imagine if Offset was still and they wasn't into that shit. I think Offset is more. He wouldn't let it go there. You feel me? Come on, EST first. Let's start with you because I'm serious.
Bro, look. First and foremost, is I don't even think they would have been in that environment. If this marketing, are we supposed to be marketing and promoting? Okay, that's one thing, but I'm not, bro. At a certain age, shooting man.
Plus, yo, it was 2:30 in the morning when that shit went down.
Right.
They were been closed for 35 minutes already. They were sitting out in front. They just finished drinking.
Whatever happened to securing the bag, though?
That's a bad look, though. Even if me and my friends had been doing that back in the day, it would have been a done deal on us. Like, it's not a good idea. Like,
and that goes back to the whole ego conversation we was all like y'all have all mentioned.
That's
like,
it right there.
And that's what it is. I feel like I agree with what SCG has said earlier. Like, so Quavo and Offset been bumping heads. Like, you know, Offset has definitely taken his own lane away from, like, he's been doing his own thing aside from the group. Not to say that he don't fuck with them, but he's like what SCG said. He's been separating himself, and it's probably EST where it's probably because of how Quavo acts, and we all know Quavo to be a little bit not outspoken, but
he's the loudest one.
But like he's just a little too much. You feel what I'm saying? And when you a little too much, it could cost you a little too much. And Offset probably see that trend happening, and like I agree. There's no reason why you that caliber of an influence. You know what I'm saying? Like you worth a bag, and you out here shooting dice at 2:30 in the morning for what? You know what I'm saying? Take the baddies. Once you get out the club, you made a bag. Take the baddies back to the crib and do your thing, and that's it. Get out of sight. But now you want to try to impress the wrong people.
And guess what? Because guess what? With Whack 100, who used to take them dudes to Taco Bell? He says all the time, and when they was young and all this type of shit. Whack 100 came at Jay Prince real ugly. He kind of diminished his shit a little bit. You feel me? Now think about take Quavo in there, thinking like, you know, these and when you violate to a certain extent, like say I don't know what happened. I think somebody got hit. The details will come out later. But when you violate to a certain extent with mob guys or whatever, or young boys who's in their brain, they like, I'm mob, whatever, crazy shit could happen. But we talking about Takeoff. Might have been Quavo. What's his name? Offset would have been the cool one. But think about this: Offset, the one that kept getting locked up. Offset, the one that been the can back and forth. He was the one that. Where's Offset? He's not here. He in jail. So think about this: like if he was there, it probably could have been worse. Tell you the truth. Let's be real.
Yeah, but I feel like Quavo was just trying to argue with somebody. Whatever. We wasn't there. We don't know why he was really arguing. But I feel like Offset with a peep game. Like Offset, in my opinion, he real gangster. He peep game. Yeah. And when you gangster, you peep game. It's like shit. Like EST said, shit is chess. So he would have seen how shit was moving from the jump, and he would have definitely diffused that situation before it even got to any level. So I kind of wish that Offset was there, because Offset would have been like, yo, it's out of here. This shit is a done deal. Nobody would have even let off one shot. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what needed to be happening. Somebody needed to be the bigger man in that situation and diffuse everything. And unfortunately, that didn't happen.
And wait, my bad, ESC. Before you say that, and that's the real leader. That's the real fucking
leader. And that's what being a leader is to me, being a bigger man in any situation.
And get everybody out safe.
That's facts.
I feel like being that he's been through what he's been through, he'd be, of the three of them, the most humble. He'd be the least likely to want shit to go down, because he knows he don't want to go back to that shit. You know what I mean? Like,
hey, but check this though. They already done tested what Bush just said about the mob ties thing. You see the post that Sauce Walker just sent to them, right? Like I said what I said.
But what Sauce Walker said?
Sorry.
Right. And ain't nobody dropped behind that.
Yo, ESG, what did Sauce Walker? I didn't get to read that post. What did he say?
It's EST, bro. It's EST, my fault. And
EST.
Look, yes, sir. And he basically said, I wish I was there, because it wouldn't have happened like that up under my watch. You know what I'm saying? He was letting them dudes know, like, in so many words, he was letting them know, like, y'all ain't with it, and I said what I said, and y'all know where I'm at. We in the same city, basically.
I agree.
No, matter of fact, I think Jazz had commented up under your boy Sauce post, and that's when he said, "My fault, my little one over here acting crazy."
I was on that too. Shout out to the pops too.
Yeah, that daddy daughter gang and all that, man.
But go ahead, finish. What you saying?
But I guess somebody had responded up on the Sauce Walker post, and he was like, I said what I said. But TSF and Mob Ties ain't been getting along from the rip. You know what I'm saying? So it's been that little friction in the city. But I like what Sauce said. He stood up for the city and like, yo, that's wrong. It wouldn't have happened that way if I was there. And that's that.
I like people that could speak their mind and not scared of the bullshit. Now, Den's reaction, could you please call up? Because you seem like you got some info for us. So call up. You know what I mean? I'm not with all this. Oh, he mob. We can't say nothing about them, or he this, or we that. We this.
Man,
My life put a line to speak my mind. I don't give a fuck. That's just what I don't expect nobody else to do it, but I'm telling you what I do.
He said, "Why you keep saying Quavo Jr. is the one who started?" Okay, I mean, yeah, Jr. could be the one that started the argument, but once Quavo said, "Let me get out of here before I hurt somebody," that's a threat, bro.
That's a threat.
That is a threat. That's a threat.
So regardless of who started it, if you smart and you a thinker, you gonna know I got my people here. Let me get out of here. You know what I'm saying? But once you say I'm gonna hurt somebody and walk away, it's like
people don't understand the complex mind of a young ghetto boy. Man.
Yeah, you can't do that. I mean,
it's just out of here, just like that. Now imagine with the money and the bitches and I can't imagine.
Yeah, you trying to play me? Everybody looking. You say you gonna hurt? Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on.
Anybody just taking his money too, or his boy just took money off the game? Like, that's crazy.
Good point. Thank you. Good point. Because that in their mind, they rich as fuck, but still it hurts.
What I speculated, what I read, and all this shit, I heard Quavo and Takeoff wasn't even playing dice.
No, they probably weren't. But
exactly. So if they're not playing dice, they're not taking nobody money. So niggas was just hating.
I think Quavo was.
Doesn't mean one of them can't be talking shit the whole time.
I mean, like I said, I wasn't there. But what I've heard,
even if it's not the dice, it could be something else.
Look, I was not there. But what I heard.
But this the thing though. This is what people need to stop saying because you wasn't there don't mean nothing. We can read history, and history is history. I don't have to be there to say this didn't happen in history. It happened, bro.
Listen, y'all keep cutting me off. What I'm trying to say is, if they wasn't playing dice, niggas was just hating them, right?
No, I don't think that. Hell no.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let him say that again. I didn't understand. I'm sorry. I didn't hear it right.
Niggas just hating on them because they the Migos and niggas just hating.
Yeah, like there's like y'all said. Look. I'm gonna speak from a broke nigga perspective in that scene, right?
Okay.
There's money around that I don't got. Niggas is iced up. I'm not iced up, but I got my gun on me. I'm gonna wait for somebody to act up. There's girls around that I never been around this much baddies before. It's Halloween night. I probably got a mask on. I could get away in my costume. Oh, these niggas Quavo acting up, but he not even playing dice. But he acting up. He talking to my man sideways. They arguing about some petty shit. I'm gonna let off some fires. That's probably how it went. I'm just saying like that's a scenario that could easily happen.
See your perspective a little bit with that, but Quavo was shooting dice, homie. Quavo was piped up. Quavo, I've seen all the videos and shit. Quavo was shooting dice. He was involved in the shit, and then they got into some shit.
But anybody who know Quavo know that he shoot dice all the time.
Yeah. Bro. Quavo do shoot dice, though. I do agree.
We all see him do that before. Like,
but again, I mean, anybody who knows dice games know those things usually end one of four ways. Somebody might win and walk away. Every other time, it's either getting robbed, somebody in the place getting hurt, shooting somebody. It's not a good fucking place to be. You know what I mean? Dice games are an easy place to lose your life.
Yeah, but then there's also organized dice games, though. You feel what I'm saying?
Let me ask y'all fellas.
Let me say, like, I didn't even been in some. Let me say something. Like, I didn't even been in some organized dice games, and I'm nowhere near a celebrity.
I got a good ass.
You feel what I'm saying?
We gonna go around.
So like and then I know Quavo and them has been in multiple that we all done seen Meek Mill, Young Thug, Lil Baby, all of them shooting dice for $250,000 games. Nobody get robbed, nobody get shot. So like that's not something that's far-fetched for Quavo too.
But yeah, I hear you. You're right though. You're right.
I do agree with y'all though. We do know multiple occasions niggas be pocket watching that dice.
But that's like the number one deadliest game.
They got 250.
Like the number one.
This other kid puts like 50, but he's not a fucking rapper. He's just a dude. And he's got 50 racks on the shit. And then he takes his money, or his boy takes his money, and then this cat's talking shit as he walks away in my motherfucking town. Like, who the fuck do you think you are?
Yeah, like I feel.
Hey, what's the deadliest game to play though in the hood? What's name the number one deadliest game to play besides dice?
It's definitely CeeLo.
Yeah,
right. So
we in the East. And you in the East too, my nigga. So
right.
But out there it's craps.
Yo, where EST? Where you from, homie?
I'm from North Carolina.
Oh, fire! That's what's up.
We play CeeLo, bro. A lot of people lost their money over CeeLo. A lot of people got killed over CeeLo games. Like that's how we
bro. Over the summer, and when I up in the hood, some homie, he was in a dice game, came up, he lost some bread. He was like, I'm gonna go home, go get some money. Went home. Niggas follow him, came back to the dice game, came up 100 bands that night, followed him back to his crib, and you already know what happened. Like, it happens. Don't get me wrong. It can happen to anybody, celebrity, not celebrity. What I'm talking about is the main cancer is the hate. It's the hate. That's what it's about. You feel what I'm saying? Because
I think it's the culture.
I think it's the mental issues.
It's
I think it's the culture. I think it's the culture itself.
Yeah, and the culture involved,
it's a whole bunch of shit. But we just gotta stop hating. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and we just gotta be the bigger person. Like, and that goes back to say, like, if Sauce Walker was there, he would have been a bigger person because he really like that. He know what's up. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so like, it's a lot of factors that could have definitely played in part of and Takeoff wouldn't have had to die. Probably some shots would have never had to gone off. So
and what's wrong with having? My fault, Bush.
Takeoff, we know he cool, but he quiet. He ain't the type, but he probably knew what to do to diffuse it. But he not that outgoing type of dude. You know what I mean? And let's be honest here. We knew
who would be in that situation and know not to act like that, like or not know to act like a certain way. You know what I mean? Like, you know, look, if you're outside shooting dice with people and you got big money on the game, and there's an issue, and everybody got guns and been drinking all night, are you gonna say some smart shit to somebody you don't fucking know? Honestly, would you? You think the smart move?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
but then I doubt that these cats have anything to do with anything organized at all. Because if they did, one, you wouldn't be shooting people at a dice game if you're an organized guy. If you're a no man, you're really doing roughneck shit. You're not going to be doing dumb shit like that. Your boss.
Let me ask you this though. Let me say this though. Whatever happened to giving the ex-Navy SEAL $100,000 for security? The dude who tucked his pants in his boot with the AR right there for the security. Whatever happened to that?
That's what I'm saying. Like, why do they got some kid who shoots his own man when he pulls his gun out? Was he afraid to hold a weapon? Like, why is this kid holding a gun around anybody right now? He's not.
Right. Hey, Bush, what you say about that?
Because they're mob and they like, we the mob.
Okay.
Mob doesn't do stupid shit like put a first time kid on a fucking gun in a club when they drinking. That's not a move.
Hey, a lot of people don't know that the mob worked firsthand with the police.
Facts.
Matter of fact, after the FBI broke the mob up, all the mafia people went into law and policing. That's why the judges be named Capriani, and that's where they went. They were already working with them.
No. There's a lot of Italians. There's a lot of Italians who didn't like the whole like concept behind Italians and the gangsters. And that's why a lot of them specifically went into law enforcement, became judges, lawyers. They went the opposite way specifically.
Yeah, but
a lot of Italian Americans don't like that shit because everybody thinks that every Italian person's in the fucking mob.
But let's chill out. We're not going mob right now.
No, I'm just talking about. Listen, and when you're involved with made guys, like real made guys, like if you kill somebody, you have to answer for that. You have to be told it's okay. You have to be given the okay for that. They can't just have fucking smoking anybody, bringing heat to the entire crew, especially with RICO charges going out.
Right. Now let me ask another question.
They developed RICO charges because.
Can I say something without you cutting me off? Sometimes every once in a while. I'm the only one because I'm your boy. I'm the only one you could cut off like that. I get it. But look, check this out. Now Quavo, I asked about Takeoff and his personality and what y'all think about him. What do y'all as dudes that know? I'm a people person. I know people. I know. And no homo pause. I know dudes. I know niggas. I know niggas. Be rad, you a nigga too. But I'm saying, like, what did y'all think about Quavo? I'm gonna get to mine last. Who's gonna start? What do you think about Quavo's personality? The type of dude he is. They don't gotta be long either. They gotta be short. EST, start with you, and then we go to minutes, and then be rad. Yo, we can't hear you. Y'all hear him?
Nah, I don't hear.
My fault. I feel like if he was to take that gangster energy and image and put it into actually something pop or something that's different from this culture, he'll be a megastar.
What do you think about his personality and the type of dude he is? As far as we know, Takeoff, the quiet, humble dude. We know Offset, he probably the most gangster out of them, and he's the guy that was really, I feel like, was looking like, as far as the bullshit, he was the one. So what do you think about Quavo though? Is his personality? That's all I want to know.
His personality is cool. I feel like he more talented than he know. He a songwriter. He a genius. He just as laid back as Takeoff. If you ask me, it's just the image and the media and the whole Migos moniker make him act arrogant. You know what I'm saying? I think personally, behind closed doors, he act just like Takeoff. But once them cameras in front of his face, he's Quavo, or Huncho or whatever.
I think when he's outside, I think that he's just gonna act a certain way because of who he thinks he is, and I'll give him that. He's got that money, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a big deal. Like having that money makes you feel like you're somebody fucking special, especially when you can make moves. And this guy makes moves. People fuck with him, but like,
and let's not deny he's talented. Let's not deny that.
No, of course he's talented. But you know what the bottom line is? When off the stage, when you're just hanging out, he's that dude that we all know that talks shit and winds up walking away just before it goes off. And somebody else always gets hurt behind him.
What do you think about Quavo's personality?
I feel like we're like,
okay,
like we all know he the face of the Migos. When you think of the Migos, who you think of Quavo? He the one on the hook.
Let's be honest, man. For real. Yeah, he the one that made. Sorry to cut you off, my boy, but I mean, like,
yeah, he the hook master. Like he had the Migos really popping real quick. Like when Migos really came out, that I forgot. Damn, how it's on the name. It's on the tip of my tongue. But Hannah Montana. Hannah Montana.
Yeah, Hannah
Montana. Hannah, like he has. So like he from the start of his music career. I don't know Quavo, but I guess he took that personality and ran with it, and that's who he always is. He has to be the face, and like he always has to feel like he has something to say, and like that's just how I feel about his personality. Like he cool, whatever, but
his flowers while he's still alive.
Nah, yeah, he cool. Don't get me wrong, he cool.
Nah, I got a point. Are you done? When you done, I say what I think about it.
Yeah, I just feel like we're like that's just Quavo. Like he got that outspoken. I'm loud. I'm Quavo. He's one of the people when he walks in a room, he has to say something for you to feel him instead of just walking in and feeling his presence. And like that's just how. But like I still fuck with Quavo. Like I ain't got nothing against the homie.
Mm-hmm. Nah, for sure. But and when you said that, it made me think like, if he wasn't like that, will the Migos be where they at? But that's another story. But Quavo is that dude in high school. Who was that dude? Let's be honest here, man. Let's just be honest. You feel me? And those are my best friends, them dudes. I was the dude on the side of the dude. You feel me? You know what I mean? He was that personality that get you in trouble if you're not protected right. It'll get you some real shit, some real crazy shit. Which he is in now. I gotta give him his flowers. I'm feeling for him. My heart hurts for him because I know his little nephew just died right there because of it. But I'm just saying, like, his personality is outgoing motherfucker. He's the reason why Drake got hooked up with them and did the Versace and took them to the next level. He the reason why Migos is Migos, and he the reason why they're filthy rich. But now with that same personality, is he the reason why I take off that? No, I ain't gonna say that. But like,
no, but how it goes when you're hanging out. I'm talking about not music wise. I mean, that's understood. These guys wouldn't be where they were unless who they were. And obviously, he's basically the front man. He's the one everybody knows. You know what I mean? Like he's that guy.
Well, look,
Migos. So
accountability is accountability. If somebody died in your dice game, you are responsible for that.
I said that before. I said they wouldn't let it go down if they were really made guys.
No, not you, B-Rad. Not you, B-Rad. I'm just saying in general. If I'm if they hear because I'm shooting dice and somebody died, it is on me.
I think
that's what I'm saying. That you're held accountable. Like the bosses on either side are not gonna be having that shit. That's just gonna be handled internally immediately.
Shout out to
and even if he don't get it, and that's gonna play with his mind his whole life. Like if I didn't shoot dice that night, my nephew will be here.
It's disgusting. Guess what? Really, I know how dudes get down. I know got some crazy murderers that are just like that. But I'm appalled at Jay Prince. I'm sorry. It's fucking. I can't believe it went down.
I'm talking about why he walked past him.
Nah, not the junior. He the kid.
He did walk past him. You seen that though, right?
I ain't even touch on the kid. I ain't worried about. You know what I mean? I'm talking about the pop, Jay Prince. I'm talking about him.
Okay.
He's the big boss around it. He should have been like, oh, wait, Migos going to be out here? All right, make sure, Hey, y'all make sure you hear, right. Whatever the fuck else. One of the Migos ain't supposed to fucking die in the big black boss. Just
because a kid does something doesn't mean it's sanctioned by his father.
I know he hella embarrassed because I'm embarrassed for him. Like, what the fuck is going on? That's just terrible.
But just because his kid's out there doing stuff doesn't mean his father sanctions every move he makes. It's not. You can't say that it went like the father. Listen to me. Again. If these guys were fucking with him and he was really a made guy and had it like that and was like moving around real people and had politicians and shit, his people are going to be acting right. First off, he's not going to have some fucking loose cannon out there who's going to shoot somebody at a dice game drinking at 3 a.m.
Yo,
One.
shout out to James though. James Hudson, good looking for the
That's
love,
homie,
man.
James Hudson, for sure.
Hey, you know how I look at this though.
But then on top of that, hold on. The kid that fired back from the Migos.
Land, B-Rad, because you just keep going sometimes. Go ahead.
But the kid who fired from the Migos, why is this kid? He shot the wrong guy pulling out. Like, why is a guy like that holding guns around you?
Hey, this how I look at it though. Jay Prince is the senior is Al Pacino and junior is Fredo. That's how I look at him.
But yeah, but does it not fall back on the pops regardless? If you really
it fall back on the pops. It fall back on the pops.
Real mobsters go, wait, he ain't built like that. Oh nah, that type of shit. You feel me? It falls back on the big balls.
He should have had security there, whether mob ties was there or not. He should have had the dudes with the with the pants tucked in the boots.
You got the biggest artists in the world there. Like people, because they hip hop and they rap. No, but these are some of the biggest artists in the fucking world, though.
If Drake was there, they would have had them dudes with their pants tucked in their boots. You know what I'm saying? They would have had.
Drake would have never been in that situation though.
That's true,
and that's the level of maturity, and I feel like that's the question Bush was trying to get at about how we feel about Quavo's personality, and it's like I feel like that night Quavo just wanted to impress the wrong people. Like you ain't have to be out, like you know what I'm saying. Like you just picked up a bag in the club, you just got some baddies with you. Go back to the spot. You lit.
Guess what? Quavo was the boss of Migos, and I hear you. You're right.
Yeah, and that's just like. That's a hood mentality too. Like you still want to shoot dice. Like shoot dice in your multi-million dollar mansion with your homies. You know what I'm saying?
All them niggas shoot dice.
Yeah, but they doing that. They doing that. One, with security. Two, in close parameters. And three, ain't none of that going down. Why? Because they know their level of influence, and they know that if they let any outsider come infiltrate, all it takes is one bad night. All it takes is one misjudgment. All it takes is one broke nigga to be in a situation that he's never been in before. And now
you would have had to pay me to shoot dice that night. You know what I'm saying? It would have been a controlled security room.
Exactly.
I would have got a check. I ain't just frivolously shooting dice around some people who say they got me. You know what I'm saying? Nah.
That's just a bad situation.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate situation. That's exactly what it is.
I really think it could have been prevented, and the fact that they dudes are saying mob. Somebody gotta be held accountable for the bullshit.
Hey, but moving forward, how can we prevent this? Let's get some solutions.
You culture. That's a long. That right there is a long topic.
Something different.
Yeah.
Culture. You said it earlier, EST. You know this culture. You know the culture, man. You feel me?
Yeah.
But
yeah, like cause
I know the culture and then maneuver the right way around the culture.
I feel like we just gotta
grow up. Sorry, look. Quavo was the guy on Migos, but who dropped when Takeoff dropped his single? I mean his single album, his solo album. Which one was bigger? Takeoff. Takeoff shit was bigger. Takeoff wife is lit. Quavo wife left.
You talking about Offset?
You talking about Offset?
I mean Offset, yeah, Offset.
Right. I get them mixed up too. You
know what I'm saying? He had that Do Anything for Clout featuring Cardi B. He had a big thing. He all out of fucking the world touring. Offset is that nigga. Yeah. When he drop that next one, he gonna be that nigga. I guarantee you, he gonna get up there. I promise you. Now, think about Quavo, who was the guy that whole time. And then when you see when you break apart something, and then see Migos was a real fucking group, homie. They was a real group, and that's what I know. Offset know now. You're like, damn, I maybe should have worked it out because Migos, that dynamic together made fucking magic. But when they separated, yeah, and the reason why, let's not get it twisted. We know the reason why Offset. Tell me why Offset shit was more lit than everybody else.
Because he's better lyrically.
No, tell me. Cardi B, come on, man. Let's be real here.
Nah, not just because of Cardi B.
He was lit before Cardi B.
was featured on his single, homie.
That's true.
He was lit before Cardi B.
Why was he the littest out of the Migos?
He was lit before Cardi B.
I'm gonna tell you why though. Because everybody believe Offset to do what he say he doing. That's why.
Facts. And
that's the only reason.
He's nice. I ain't gonna lie, he's nice too.
See, but that energy, but that energy and that believability goes further than anything. It's authentic. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else kind of acting and trying to force it. Offset is natural.
Yeah, I'm talking about numbers. You know why his shit sold more?
Oh yeah. Cardi helped.
Like Cardi B was on his first single. What the fuck you think it's gonna do?
You fact. I forgot about that. You right.
Yeah, but I don't want to take nothing away from Offset being talented though.
No, I'm not either. But I'm speaking logically. I'm speaking real.
Nah, you right though. That was a good business move by him too, though. Like he knew what he was doing. It was a good business move.
But look, and then think about we talked about ego. Think about this Quavo. You know that they dropped that album. He's trying to think of is his personality tell you he the type to fucking try to pull some bullshit publicity stunt to fucking pop off. Because that's just, I think he was lit. He was too lit, litter than average that night.
That makes sense. I get what you're saying. He just dropped the album with Takeoff.
Which I'm gonna get.
I get what you're trying to get at with that, but I don't know. And if he did think of it like that, I know he's eating himself and he's eating his because he fucking lost his nephew by trying to do a publicity stunt. If that's
let me add on to what Bush trying to say. What the problem is with our culture is they don't be wanting to accept what it is. They said something about basketball player to Quavo and he got upset. Bro, what you upset for? You a basketball player.
Yeah, and why you? Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
That's the problem right there. Ego, like, what you mean basketball player? Like, bro, you play basketball. Why you trying to make it seem like you some street killer? Like, I don't play basketball, bro. You love basketball. What's the problem?
If you're not a basketball player, what are you? A rapper? That's it. So what are you talking about? A rich rapper? Nothing wrong with that.
But more importantly, we can see you as a rapper in celebrity basketball games, in charity basketball games, and you be on 2K. So, bro, you love basketball. So when a street dude say you're a basketball player, don't get offended, bro. Take it for what it is.
Yeah, his ego was probably tripping. Somebody probably called him a basketball player, not a rapper. The girls probably started laughing. Quavo probably got tight. Like it's ego, and it all goes back to like, yo, niggas just gotta grow up. You gotta be mature. There's a time and a place for everything.
And that's why it's on Jay Prince, because we all know the culture. We all know the culture. We know what's popping. It's nice game. Dudes in there getting drunk, shining, bitch. You know it's females in there crazy.
Yeah, but
there was definitely some baddies there.
That alone will fuck you up. B-Rad, females will fuck your head up, man. Come on. Am I wrong? Like, have the ego going out of control.
Oh, really? Tell me all about that. Tell me all about that.
And then it's 2:30 in the morning. It's 2:30 in the morning. They probably drunk too, so that don't make it any better.
Of course. Look, anybody who already know and keep kids at home is at home. You know what I'm saying? Like, these kids are out because they're rappers and ball players, and then they're done, and they're drinking and they got guns, and it's a fucking bad look always. Like, does that seem like a great place to be?
It doesn't have to be a bad look always, though. That's why I say with Jay Prince or whoever the fuck was behind it, it's on you. Like, any type of shit like that, man. First of all, well, if you know this element, then be like, nope, ain't no guns coming in here. Because you know when it's mom shit, they like, I'm this. Ain't nobody touching me, ain't nobody checking me. That type of sucker shit. Go ahead, Menace.
All right, so assuming that Jay Prince Jr. knows who the shooter is, do y'all think he's gonna take care of this, or have somebody in his camp take care of it?
That's a heavy
question. That's a damn good question. That's a damn and that's borderlining on that gangster rap street cred and actually doing the right thing as a man. So that's a hard question, bro. But he already stated that you can't hide up under me. So that's self-explanatory right there.
Exactly my point. And like that's what I was going to say.
Like, Pop said that.
No, Pop said that.
I had mentioned that the mob got.
You talking about Junior?
And
you talking about Junior?
Mob work with police, and we all know mob work with police. I feel like they could get it done with, and nobody could know about it. As long as the streets know that the justice was served, that's all that matters. You feel what I'm saying? Police get paid, city get taken care of, charity get donated they donate a little bit of money, and everybody good. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
somebody's got to go down for this one. If it's going to be this big of a deal, and the cops are getting this involved in it, plus you're not dealing with feds, you're dealing with local cops here, so they can be on the take, but they can also just as well not be on the take.
Why do you think these like real gangsters know the importance of people and the heat?
You don't think there's cops out there that want this fucking guy or his son or anything?
Real gangsters know this type of shit. If somebody important's in the building, they're gonna be like, oh, make sure he good. Period.
Jay Prince is not getting in any trouble for this.
Because the heat that's gonna come down on you behind something happening to him, it's gonna fuck up everything. So that's what I'm saying. Like these dudes are yelling mob, mob, mob. But real mob would have been like, oh, Migos gonna be in there? Okay, make sure they're all right. Period. Don't care about you little niggas getting mad. I'm sorry, dudes getting mad about this and that and all that sucker shit. Nah,
Bush,
make sure they all right. They not like your
Bush?
broke ass that's going. You know, they not like your not even broke because those rich dudes that's how they feel. From what the way the game is now, it ain't about money. But their influence is not. There's somebody in the leave them alone. You know what I mean? Don't do that. Don't get like that. Don't do that. And then if you, especially if you can't shoot, because I think it was a straight bullet. These suckers can't shoot. I'm scared. Scary ass motherfuckers, man. Don't do that shit. Come on, man. For real. So that's why I say it's on Jay Prince. I don't give a fuck. I was saying to his face, I might get killed right there. I don't give. It was his fault.
Which one though? Which one?
The senior.
Senior.
And then Junior too. But the senior put Junior in the position.
Okay.
You're assuming that his son is running a sanctioned crew. Like it could just be his son and his dumbass friends who like to play gangster in the street. His father might not respect him like that. He was born rich. He didn't come up like that. Like why would he be like that because his dad was like that?
The element.
No, but it's not the person. It's the environment that affects you too. He didn't come up like his father. Why would he be just like his father? And why would his father?
How about this though?
You're right. We know. I didn't say that. I didn't say he was like his father.
But then his father has nothing to do with it. It's circumstantial, and his money's long enough.
Crazy. It's his establishment. It's his. He the one that created shit.
Where else would his son be hanging out? Somebody else's place? Why? He's got his own place.
But it was a birthday weekend. It was two people birthday weekend. But we seen this with the John Wick movie. You know, the son messed with the wrong dude, and the father had to pay for it.
Facts.
So it's a trickle down.
I'm talking about law. I'm talking about if he gets brought in under indictment for this. No fucking way. No way. In the street.
No way. What?
Yeah, he might have to.
You're not saying
he's got enough money to not go to jail for this. It's not what you know. It's what you can prove in a court of law. It's one thing what you know dude did. It's a whole different story beating his lawyers in a court of law. It's different and his money's long.
Well, let me tell you why it's different now, right? Because the government, I think a year or two ago, said that gangs are now considered domestic terrorists, right? So they can approach you as such.
Yeah,
so
but those charges always get lowered. Charges always get lowered. They always get lowered, and it's not the feds.
So what is your point? What is your point? What are you saying? You saying Jay Prince Sr. shouldn't be responsible for this?
Won't be.
Huh?
That's what you're saying.
Be clear, B-Rad. Be clear, B-Rad. Stand on it.
Because if he's saying,
I'm sorry. I thought you were talking. No, he's not going to get an inch over this. It's completely certain.
I didn't ask you if he was.
I'm talking in a court of law, not in the street. In a court of law.
I ain't talking about no law on the street.
B-Rad, is he responsible or not?
No, actually, he's not responsible for his son. I'm telling you, if his son's on a sanctioned crew in his mob.
B-Rad, you understand how a gang work, a mob work, family work?
First of all, what did Godfather 2? What did he do to the sucker son? He knew that son was a fucking sucker.
He demoted him.
Bring Michael. Michael's in the army, but Michael was that type of thing. So stop it. Stop it. You feel me? This shit lit. My nigga EST, he coming back. This shit lit as fuck.
And Mike, hey, look.
Go ahead, I'm gonna be right back.
Hey, Mike was trying to do the right thing. The army. Mike was trying to go to the army. He said, "Nah, stop doing that and come in the family because this dude right here. Come on, man." But
I get what B-Rad trying to say though. Like in the court of law, with the right lawyers, the father will not be held responsible.
But look, in a normal case.
But at the end of the day, he still is going to be put under the heat, and he still might face some repercussion though. So he still
Menace, let me ask you this though, Menace, let me ask you this. In a normal case, I would say he could get out of that. But in a RICO?
It's not a RICO. It's not a RICO. It's still Houston handling. It's not the feds. And if it's a state RICO, half those charges never get fixed. Like the conviction rate on Fed RICO is like 98%. The conviction rate on state RICO is 50% across the country.
Those are some good numbers right there. Nah, B-Rad came through with some numbers. I like that.
No, it's facts. That's facts. Like that's what it is. You know, like
that's what's up.
That's what's up. And if there was a strong enough case for the state, the feds would hop on that all day.
Yeah, both got a valid point. I definitely agree with both. No
time on this. He may pay a fine. He may pay some dumb shit, but I don't even think that you can't put him there. He had nothing to do with it. It's my son. I'm sorry. I'm not responsible. He's his own fucking man. It happened to your place.
But he is responsible because
he was there with his people.
He's part of the mob, and the mob
provides. But this the thing,
no, he's not. Who says he is? Who says he is?
This what he's saying. This is what men are saying, though.
That's what the mob does.
That's what mob does, homie.
This is what they're saying.
You can't protect somebody sometimes. You don't pick and choose when you want to. Like, nah, you got to do that shit 24/7 in your city.
First of all, if you call yourself, you think they call themselves the mob? They didn't make that up. That's over. They going under some rules that the Italians made up. They calling themselves that shit. Now
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you follow the rules. Are you deep? Like, how deep does your organization go?
Nah, the rules do matter. The rules do matter.
The words matter. When you run around talking about, oh yeah, you protected, we mob, this and that.
The mob had to judge it. They had to police.
Yo, B-Rad. If I tell you to come to my party this weekend, we gonna have a good time. You gonna be lit. I'm gonna take care of you. You don't gotta worry about the hotel room. You don't gotta worry about no food, no travel, no nothing. You like, yeah, bet I'm gonna pull up this weekend. When you pull up on Friday, you get to the check-in, you gotta pay for your room. Now you gotta pay for your food. You gotta pay for your travel. Yo, what's up? You told me you was gonna hold me down. Word means everything, especially in the street. You feel what I'm saying? So if you go around telling people, yo, you good, and then you not good, that's a problem.
That example is kind of weird. But
wait, who even said that they were covering? His father never said we're covering him. He never said nothing like that.
It was Jay Prince Jr. birthday. He was like, "Yo, pull up. We gonna have a good time.
It don't matter.
You gonna be safe."
No, but B-Rad, let me get this in though. B-Rad, it's happening up under his umbrella, bro. It's the umbrella. Once it's your umbrella,
can they prove that? But can they prove that?
He's his son. If Jay Prince Jr.'s son,
it doesn't mean he's part of your crew. There's a difference. There's a difference. I grew up around this type of shit. I'm telling you, I know about this stuff.
I gotta say something when you're done. Go ahead, because you keep going.
I grew up in an affluent suburb 20 miles north of Manhattan. Okay, not every gangster from the 70s and 80s went to prison. A lot of them came up and got away and still do their thing. What I'm saying is, this is a culture I'm familiar with. You know what I mean? Like, I'm familiar with it. If you're part of a crew, you're part of a crew. It's understood. If you're a civilian, your father's not responsible for what you do, and that's the facts. It's not part of the crew.
And that's one of the points I want to make.
It's not sanctioned. It has nothing to do with it.
Like, if a mob boss hires a consigliere or whatever the fuck, underboss, and the underboss fucks up, the underboss is the fuck out of there, not the boss. So I try to see what you're saying, though. You feel me? I kind of get that, but a real smart boss would try to do the right thing and put these people in the right positions and try to see what type of person you're dealing with before you put them in the position of a fucking boss.
What if his son's just an asshole? It doesn't mean he's going to publicly denounce him and say that, but he might not fuck with him like that.
It doesn't matter, Michael. We just made that example. If his son's an asshole,
well, how about this? Let me give you a good example. B-Rad, if you was to say something crazy on this YouTube that went viral and got everybody mad, Bush will have to answer for that.
I wouldn't care. I'll answer to it. I wouldn't be mad at it.
Yeah, but I mean, on my own person, at the end of the day, just because
but that's not how he's gonna carry it.
Listen, that's different. He invited me on a platform. This is his son. Just because he doesn't fuck with his son like that at all, and it's known. But he's not gonna come out and publicly say that, and everybody's gonna know it. But the streets know they don't.
The only reason Jay Prince can run around there is because of Pop's platform.
Exactly.
Yeah, no shit. But that doesn't mean that he's working with him. He's not on a sanctioned crew. This hit had nothing to do with him. It's just a fucking dice game gone bad with a stupid gangster's kid. That's it. Sucks.
Okay, B-Rad, if you know how Fredo was, would you allow Fredo to go and do it?
Bro. This is real life. Like, people
but it's comparison. We can. But have you ever met somebody like Fredo?
Of course.
So you know what I'm talking about. So whether it's a movie or not, you get the comparison.
Example, yeah.
But that's one of a million different possibilities.
That movie wasn't based on real shit and
that's what I'm saying. Like
maybe,
bro,
maybe the kid's a real one, but he's a loose cannon, and his father doesn't fuck with him because of that. Either way, it doesn't mean it's sanctioned by his father's crew, and that doesn't involve his father.
I love this argument, and I'm in between with both of y'all because you make a good ass points, B-Rad, and you make a good. Y'all make it.
Nah, I'm on B-Rad's side. I'm on B-Rad's side. I'm on B-Rad's side. Everybody's their own individual. I'm on your side when it comes to that. But what I'm saying is, once you become a group, and anything that my Fredo son does is gonna be my fault, especially when I know he a dodo bird.
And that's what the police are going to come with, of course, because it's their job to prosecute to the extent of the law. So they're going to go for that, but they're never going to get it. It's not going to happen.
All right, B-Rad, let me ask you this. So
everybody, especially if he's that guy.
All right, so everybody that pulls up to Texas is under the protection of the mob under who? Jay Prince, right?
Maybe, but
all
if
right,
someone dies under a security,
and Jay Prince Jr. is
B-Rad, don't get defensive. Don't get
So
defensive.
I'm not.
they affiliate themselves with Jay Prince Jr. Obviously, they're under the protection of the mob, right?
Of course.
So that obviously trickles down to his father, because his father's the one that built that.
But
so he's responsible by default.
But you know that for a fact that he put the word out that he's under my umbrella.
I know for a fact that's his son, and whatever his son does trickles down to his father.
Or are you? Hold on, I'm sorry, or are you assuming this? Can you prove this?
You don't think like he represents his pops? How you think Drake got put on because of?
I'm talking strictly from a point of view from law only. That's it, law only. I'm not talking about the streets.
So law only. So take.
Like I said, it's not what you know; it's what you can prove in a court of law. If they can't prove that he had anything, you think there's contracts on that? You think Jay Prince had him sign contracts like, "Oh, you're under my mob watch"? Like, what are you crazy? They're paying taxes on that if there's any money exchange?
No. But what they're going to do is they're going to say, Jay Prince Jr., how do you make your money? Was that money streamed from this?
He's got businesses. He's got. Come on. If he didn't have business, he'd already be in jail for tax evasion. Done deal.
You ain't let me land. You got to let me land. What I'm saying is, anything you purchase and buy off the money that come from this is liable from it. You can't if Junior had a different section called the Junior Clique and that happened, then cool. But once y'all operating up under this, the top is liable.
But you don't get a business license for being a street guy, a mafia guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's two totally different things. I'm talking on the books. You know what I'm saying? It's what they can prove. If they can prove dumb shit on this guy, he would have already been put in jail for the 100 other guys around that shot somebody for no reason.
I'm gonna say this: it was more powerful people than mob ties who went down for Ricos, bro. They're not
The
nobody.
bosses don't go to jail. It's not Rico. It's not Rico. It's still a state charge right now, and it's got a 50-50 rate on it.
He don't get it. Now after the case,
I get it.
You made a good ass point, and I gotta address it because he came back and said, "Y'all reading these comments? I don't know if it's a girl, male or female."
Nah, yeah, these comments is lit.
He said Drake unfollowed Quavo because he knew what happened and didn't want Quavo hitting him up for help. Now, that's kind of smart to be a nigga in Drake's position. Not saying that is what's happening now. We all speculating, but that makes sense to me. So shout out to CM for sure. That makes a lot of fucking sense to me. It's like I'm making it clear that I'm on this side. I'm making it clear where I'm at with it. And it's kind of like telling. That's why he shouldn't do no moves with this social media. It's kind of telling, kind of like, nah, I ain't gonna get into that. But it's telling.
So can I ask B-Rad a question?
Go ahead.
Let's say hypothetically they convict Junior of this crime. Do you think they're not watching the pops after that, or do you because he ain't got nothing to do with it, they gonna leave the pops alone?
I'm not saying this isn't gonna bring smoke his way. This is a problem. This is an issue. This is definitely an issue, and the cops are gonna go at they're gonna try to prosecute on that. They're gonna try to get the father, of course. It's just not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. I'm not saying what should or shouldn't happen. Yeah, of course.
But Terrence,
you should be on that regardless. You should be on that regardless if this is your city. You stand on that and you take that. But no, man, there's a reason why he's not in jail already.
Terrence is saying how a general put a flunky in a place to do some shit like that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Come on, T. Come on, Terrence. Come on. That's what we saying.
We about to start getting to these comments. I'm about to go back. We about to get into some of these comments. Because these dudes they going crazy on this motherfucker. Yo, B-Rad, I see your point, man. But me too. Sometimes it ain't gotta be. He don't gotta put it out and say, "This is my son. He under me." Everybody he's under him. What are you talking about?
It's called guilty by association.
You know that I don't like it, and you know that that's not my stance and my view on things. I'm just saying, like, that's how law works, and they're not going to.
Let's get into the comments.
Too circumstantial.
Now, I just want to get into the comments. I don't want everybody jumping in. None of that. Shout out to Dope and Unapologetic. Quavo and Takeoff was invited. Somebody call it. Quavo and Takeoff was invited to a private party. Go ahead, read it if y'all see it. B-Rad, read it.
Quavo and Takeoff was invited to a private party, so they thought. So doing what you do, you can predict what someone is going to do. Jay Prince Jr. spoke to the guy with the yellow hoodie on. Y'all saw the video with homie with the yellow hoodie?
I'm not getting into that dry snitching. Yo, who calling? What up? Where you from? And what's your name, my boy? My girl. Hello? They hung up. Call back.
Yo, this is a very funny comment. I want to shout out JH right here. It says, y'all looking at mob ties. What if it was a sanctioner paid by YSL? Yo, that's funny.
That's crazy.
Yo, call back. Yo, y'all call up, man. This show is about. We want to hear what the fuck the people got to say about this shit. Ain't nobody scared to speak their mind. Okay, now the dirty work. So I don't know what that.
Why they trying to get YSL in there? That's fucked up, yo. Free YSL.
She said
that's funny though. That's actually funny. No, that's actually funny though because Young Thug really tried to pay a hit on YFN Lucci. You feel what I'm saying?
I don't know about none of that.
Like that's crazy.
I don't know about none of that. But
yo, they got like the first week he was in prison, he got a cell phone from a guard, got a first tap, and he called and said to handle somebody. That's already been said. I don't know if that's gonna.
That's kind of why Young Thug under that RICO charge right now, because that's another story though.
It's a bad look.
All right, okay, let's deal with these comments. Offset is creative. He with the changes and he do different stuff. Yeah, that's a fact. I agree with that. He very creative, obviously too. I ain't gonna lie. He started dancing and shit. There is no justification for Takeoff being murdered. Thank you. Yo, Dope and unapologetic. I appreciate you. You know what I mean? You saying some shit, boy. You definitely saying some shit. Vaughn said he won't trying to talk about basketball. That's my country boy, I guess. Hey, he won't try to talk about basketball.
Nah. He didn't want to hear that.
Whole lot of dang shit. You NYC, so I fuck with you for sure. Y'all go listen to Last Memory from Takeoff. Talks about Mob, Ty, and the Dice.
Now, yeah, that track is crazy. I ain't gonna lie, that's a crazy track. Y'all should definitely listen.
Check it out. Maybe I should pre-read this shit because I'm gonna read it and say, Bush, you a motherfucking retard. Get the fuck off. Nene Johnson. Now their conversation was deeper than that. All right, let me look for some questions and shit so we can address the questions. But let's be honest here. Come on, man. Like B-Rad, if you had a son, never mind. I ain't gonna get into that. I'm just saying. The pops, man.
Hey, I respect B-Rad. He's staying firm. I gotta.
I like that. I like that.
I gotta respect that, man.
And I'm not saying I like that this is gonna happen to the guy. I don't think, you know what I'm saying, but maybe he should be held responsible in the court of law. But I'm just saying what they will convict on, not what they're gonna try on, what they're gonna convict on. They ain't getting that. Trust me, they're not getting that. It's too circumstantial.
Yo, could you read these minutes? My bad.
She said, nah, you can't say Offset wasn't lit before Cardi. Nah, he was on fire. You need to go back to
agree with you. That's the
now you gotta read the emojis. Come on, you like.
But he wasn't saying that though. He wasn't saying that. He was saying everybody dropped individual solo albums and his pop more because of Cardi.
This is my nigga. He know.
No, I agree with y'all, but I definitely do agree with all bags. All bags got a point. Like Offset was very lit, very very lit before Cardi. Like how you think Cardi found out about him? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you guys know that Offset and Cardi are both suing the label, right?
Yeah, we got into that too.
I'm saying, but like
so
that.
What though?
So that screams solo career to me. You're trying to break up the label, and you're in a 3-man group, and your boys just dropped an album together, and you're on your own. Like it sounds like he's going to make his own move. He's going solo. There's no doubt about it.
Oh yeah, you're talking about him and P getting into it. Yeah.
Whoever he signs with, he's going to go solo, and he's going to hit. You know what I mean? Because Quavo's a bigger name than the Migos are right now.
All right, minutes. What's this one say?
J Prince Jr. just unfollowed Quavo for what reason? When you put your hand in that fire, you sure going to get burnt. It's a fact.
If Quavo don't get in trouble for this, he's going to catapult his career.
If that shit is true, I hope it's not, because that means them dudes was moving like retards. But you telling on yourself, dry snitch and shit, that type of shit right there. Don't get involved. Don't make no changes. What the fuck is wrong with these dudes, man? And now I see why a lot of these retards go to jail so all the time and shit. Like, come on, man.
That's just like deleting a text and think the police ain't gonna see the text you deleted.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing, man?
Everything the same and just shut the fuck up. Don't unfollow. This social media era, if you unfollow somebody, even us on our level, if we unfollow somebody gonna see you. Why you unfollow? You know that. You know what I mean?
You get a notification sometimes if somebody unfollows.
Yeah, you unfollow your sister or your friend that
shit is crazy.
Type of shit. Everybody gonna be like, oh, imagine on that level that they on. Like, come on. I think, you know, and that other person made a good ass point. Like, they did it so they let them know what side they on. But you're still stupid. because the people see that shit retard.
Okay, let me say this to B-Rad though, right? It was the juniors that had something to do with it. Why did Pops feel obligated to come out and make that statement?
Because after 3 days, he's been under serious pressure. His name's getting thrown out everywhere. Eventually, he's got to say something about it.
So he know anytime his sons do something, it's gonna go back to him.
They're gonna bring it to him regardless. They're gonna bring the crime to him, so the camera's gonna go and ask him what's the deal. Like, you run the city, what happened? And he's saying, "Yo, what happened there is a tragedy. Like, it had nothing to do with us, and that's it. And that's it." And even if it did, he's still not gonna fucking say, "My bad. Like, take me to fucking jail."
We not peeping out. We not realizing I'm old. Excuse me, peeping out. But Takeoff didn't have a gangster image, really. He wasn't talking about killing ops all the time, really. He wasn't on that. We didn't look at him like that. And he managed to still be cool and fly. And he dropped this solo shit. My little bro put me onto it. He did this. It was good. You feel me? And that's the crazy part about it. Like, he could have been representing that next level of an artist to still be cool, but not on that killer dumb shit. And the young boys still love you. You know what I mean? Like,
I think he was more like a street. What's your boy who passed away from them pills? From Chicago.
Juice WRLD.
Juice WRLD. He was kind of like a street Juice WRLD, if you ask me.
He was nice.
Juice WRLD was nice.
More talented. I'm sorry. Rest in peace.
Nah, he's more talented. I'm talking about as far as image wise. Like, they're not. They laid back. They want to smoke their weed and just be hippie and
which
just
is
be
important as fuck for these kids.
Yeah.
Image wise, they not looking at like, I'm killing.
Yeah.
Fucking man, shit is crazy, homie, for real. And that's why we gotta like realize that about him. He passed, but he represented something. He cared about his family. He was a loyal dude to. He really didn't want that shit to happen with Offset.
But we gotta tell the youth who watching, it don't work to be humble and meek and be laid back. Sometimes you gotta be dangerous for yourself and say, "Hey, I'm gonna play chess. I know I'm laid back and I'm cool, but I gotta make decisions right now. I can't just."
But if you got a certain stature and you got certain, you would think that certain people, if you got certain people behind you, you would think that they taking care of me. You feel me? Like, right. I'm all right. I don't gotta be this motherfucker.
See, he was 28 too. We keep forgetting about that. As a grown man, I can't. I don't want nobody to have my back but me. You know what I'm saying? Period.
But I'm saying, if you're an artist, I'm sorry, as popular and big as them, you need somebody. Yeah, of course, you gotta have your back too. But you expecting certain level of security that people looking out for you because of the worth of what you are. It's like,
if I'm famous, I'm walking around with security at all. Like, especially after 12 at 2:30 in the morning, I'm walking around with security.
What? I'm gonna give an ex-Marine $1 million. Whatever he want, ex-Marine, whatever you want. I'm employ you full time. Anytime I got events like that, I need you right there behind me.
Period.
Thanks.
It's just your birthday party and it's just your people. You're not gonna have fucking security there.
No, but it was Jay Prince's birthday. It wasn't Quavo or none of them. I know that. That's why they felt so comfortable, and that's the whole situation.
Nah, any birthday parties with me, any birthday party, any event.
Any event.
Yeah, of course. Any event, absolutely. But I'm just saying, like, again, like, looking from the law point of view, it's like, nah, they were just hanging out, and his father didn't have it like that because it was just him and his friends, and that's it. Like, it wasn't supposed to be like that. And they have their own people, and they fucking, they handle that.
That was the crazy comment. Go back to that comment.
I'm not going back. It's too many comments. I'm going to start. This shit, we ain't used to that. Y'all know this channel, so y'all know. But we have a couple lists over. Let's start at the bottom here.
And that's how you know it's lit, though, when you start getting them haters. That's how you know it's lit.
Somebody, I'm going to talk about that comment that I had. Somebody said, tell me something good about rap music. Well, I'll tell you something good about rap music. I'll tell you something good about it.
That's a good one.
Before rap music, you would never have these opportunities to have black billionaires that came from the streets without no education, formal education, and all that stuff. And with Kanye West, just as an example, you know how many people he helped. Now he's going broke, but you know how many black positive people he helped, and with the money financially, it helps. And you sometimes a lot of cultures got that advantage, and with hip hop that was created from the fucking gutter, it gave a lot of us that advantage too.
Let me add on to that.
Go ahead, add on.
Rap music, gangster
music. It ain't all negative. I'm sorry. That's positive.
Nah, it's not. It's been music that's gonna help me out of my depression. You know what I'm saying? It's been music that helped me get out of certain situations mentally when it comes to the streets. It's also been music that helped me get through the everyday grind of work. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just that it ain't all negative. It ain't all negative at all.
And that's another part. Yeah, that's another good ass point. Rap, oh man, that should help me all the
So
time.
you guys,
I'm a father to my child, and I remember a song back in the day. Fucking damn, I forgot his name. Old school rapper. He had "Be a Father to Your Child." I was like 7 years old. Remember that song? You feel me? In the hook is "Be a Father to Your Child." I think it might be
Be a
"Father."
father to your child. Damn, that sound familiar.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't. But I'm just saying that's what hip hop. That's just an example for whoever said that dumbass shit. But I respect you for checking us out. But that was some stupid shit to say for real. Drake's new song "Broke Boys" is a diss song to Migos and Quavo. Especially in the song, there is a foreshadowing of a death on Halloween, turning dude into a ghost in mob ties. Oh shit! What are you trying to say? Drake is trying to really take on that whole
Nah,
shit.
Drake be doing stuff like that. He got a lot of subliminal stuff. Like his symbol is the owl, so it's a lot of cult knowledge he dealing with. The average nomad ain't gonna catch what he be talking about half the time.
Conspiracy show. No, I'm playing. R.I.P. Pop, Big, FBG Duck, DMX, the real G Money. That's the one that had with NBA YoungBoy. Yeah, y'all talking about him? Cut that shit, man. We talk about everybody. We love everybody, homie. I know you in the South somewhere, wherever you at. Shout out to you. Don't give a fuck. I need love.
I need love. Shout out LL.
LL. You feel me? I need love. And that song, he talked about how he used to be a cheater, a dog, but then he realized he needed love, and he found his wife, who he been married with forever, type of shit. Like, don't ask no dumb question about what hip hop is good about hip hop. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
These motherfuckers were talking, just talking. Cool, whatever. All right. That's why I should be reading these shits. If rap ain't all bad, please name a country singer who got killed. See, here we go. This is that motherfucker right here.
His name is Mr. Sarcasm, so we're not even going to entertain that.
I'm about to kill his trolling ass right now, and I'm done with him. I might not read nothing else you say because you trolling. Look, what was the biggest mass shooting at a concert? A fucking country concert in Vegas.
That's
so
a fact.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's fact.
Country is the largest platform in the United States.
Them too.
But country is the largest platform in the United States. Gets the most radio play, has the most concerts, the most exposure. It's huge. It's the number one. There's not a question about it.
You know why? You know why? Because it's like hip hop. They talk about real shit. I'm hurting. I'm drink. I want to drink. My heart broke. Real shit. Real life shit.
A good thing about hip hop, a great thing about hip hop is it's an art. People forget that.
Well, let me answer his question though. I'm gonna say this. So we can't. You say something bad about rap. What about country music?
Good.
Country music is that whole genre is thieves. So that's what I got to say about them.
And moonshine and shit.
The whole genre is thieves. So what about that?
Mostly. That's a whole different conversation. But the bottom line is music, but especially rap music, is an art. And basically, your art reflects your environment, but your environment should never reflect your art. And a lot of people are acting like the street is somewhere to be shooting people, when the reality is a lot of rappers at the core are just telling you about where they came from and trying to put some light on some shit, where they're at and what they're going through. And it helps people to get through their day, because it's not so fucking bad the way you got it sometimes. Like, you really got to understand that people got it a lot worse than you know.
And at least they created something original. They didn't steal a platform and catapult from it. It's original.
It's their expression of their surroundings. It doesn't have to be a painting, music. It's an art.
That's cool. Come with that too. It ain't all good. That's just
a good thing.
Now, it's Heather. Let's read it. What does it say, Minutes?
Right.
Right. They were invited and made to feel comfortable. I'm still wondering about the supposed straightening that was mentioned.
Oh, come on. That's fucked up, Heather. That's fucked up, Heather. That's.
But
she said, "Well, that's straightening."
Maybe she's talking to Quavo as far as straightening. I don't know.
That's tough.
One of the Migos, we'll take turns. One of the Migos had to go. Takeoff was handpicked. The release of the video was his warning. Same warning to Nip and his. Oh, this is a real conspiracy.
I think that is some real conspiracy shit. But I think that person is talking about his interview on Drink Champs. He was like, they just asked him a personal question, and he just like got deep, and he was like, yo, He just want to be loved while he's here. Some shit. Word, that's some conspiracy shit.
I saw somebody in the comments before, they posted saying that on like radar.com or radarinfo.com or something like that, it was just announced that they were going to be bringing a rape charge in this coming May against Takeoff. But now it's the assassination of the character, and they're going to try to make his death not matter in the media type shit.
Conspiracy guys, so look out. I think
I'm just saying that's what somebody said it was on this website. I don't know the website. I just had a comment.
Go ahead, hit that comment, Menace.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Yeah, facts on security. Mob ties handle all security. They pat people down, etc. Only their guns only. It's street security, private security, and sworn officer security detail. They can shoot anybody. So basically, I like that point because that make me think a whole nother way now. Because whoever did that, it might get off now. Might have been a security dude. It could, you know what I mean? What's wrong?
Yeah. Fine details might come out, something like that. They might have been.
Yeah, but you think a security dude gonna hit Takeoff?
No, what I'm saying is they probably said that the Migos crew was the aggressor and they had the right to respond. It's Texas too. This stands, they.
I agree with that. And from what I've read and from what I've seen in the videos, Migos camp shot fired first.
Okay, so that gives you all probable, and this is Texas. This ain't like this
Texas,
anywhere
exactly.
else.
You can stand your ground, exactly. So word. Yeah. It just sucks that Takeoff got hit. That's what I'm saying. Somebody in the comments said it was unfortunate, and I agree. That shit was just wrong place, wrong time.
That'll look all goofy. We don't want that to happen because that'll look real goofy.
Yeah, but you know that the shooter goes to jail and that's it on this one. You know that, right? That's how.
Not if he was self-defended. Not if it was self-defense.
He's gonna go down for something. There's no. They can't let it walk. They're not gonna.
Hold on, B-Rad. Who you talking about gonna go down? Which one?
Somebody's gonna go down for this crime. It's gonna be
it's a murder, so definitely, yeah.
It's gonna be the no-name kid who pulled the trigger because he's nobody. And even if he's somebody, sorry, you go. See you later. So either way,
and they better hope that kid got his license and all that because they're gonna be like, who gave him this? Who brought him? Who gave him the gun? It's gonna get ugly, man.
Yeah, but there's nothing to snitch on because it wasn't a pre-planned thing either. This shit just went off at the dice game and some words got exchanged. Somebody pulled out a gun and this kid shot somebody, and that's it. That's all they're gonna care about. It's
not premeditated, basically.
No, absolutely not. They were shooting dice at 2:30 in the morning after drinking all night and they're partying with girls and they got big money up.
Yeah.
Look, it's Occam's razor. It's the most likely scenario is it, and that the most likely scenario is they were in a shit situation to begin with.
Word.
Don't mean to curse around a baby. I'm sorry.
No, you good. You good.
It's just a bad look to be there, and
that's why I feel like it should be somebody responsible, and that's why I was so outraged because I'm like, the way Prince, I'm just like, come on, man, are you serious? No, let's get
it out. The shooter is responsible.
Follow Quavo. Oh my bad. Go ahead. Finish what you saying.
The shooter is responsible, and if Quavo actually pushed it to that limit, then he's got to live with that the rest of his life, and then be judged for that afterlife. You get a pass.
Why you don't follow Quavo?
I'm not saying he did. I'm just saying that's it.
And follow him back after Wax said something about it.
Because it's a bad look to be a celebrity attached to this kid right now. It's a bad look. It's just a bad look in general. Get away from that. Plus, he's gonna say, "I don't run my account. I pay people for that."
I think they had somebody listening in on Wax Session in them last night because the title had their names in it, the Mob Ties J Prince. So they had somebody in there listening and probably made that phone call like, hey, you know what I'm saying? But I think Senior made a call. Somebody made a call and was like, yo, don't do that. That's going to look funny. And everybody started following everybody back.
Migos guy with the gun hit Takeoff in the head. Yellow hoodie dude hit him first on the chest and arm. From what I saw on that video, based on his position,
where did this
make sense?
Where did this kid draw a gun from that he pops his man in the head standing right next to him? How does that happen?
What do you mean? Oh man, it's a lot of ways it can happen, bro. It's a lot of ways it can happen.
I doubt this kid was rocking a shoulder holster, so he probably had it on his hip. And when he pulls it up, it's got to come from here and then up and then shoot his boy.
But we talking about emotional dudes who've been drinking and smoking all night.
Then why is that man handling a gun and on security? Or is it just his dumbass friend that burning?
B-Rad nice because he speak from the policy standpoint. I get it now.
I like it.
Right. He's great, man. You right.
You guys ever put any kind of charges before? Like, you ever been fucked with by these people? Like, it's crazy what they will charge you with. But it's only what they can prove, man. And money makes a difference.
Well, one thing I know about the government, if they can't prove it, they'll find a way to create it. They'll create a law to prove it.
In certain situations, yes. Certain situations, maybe.
No, every situation, because the mob was okay. We ain't gonna get into that.
The Fed will, yes, the Fed will burn you, and easily every time.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So with this state case, after this is over with, don't you know the feds will be sitting here like, hey, come here.
Then why would the feds even wait for the state? They would just go in on the Fed
charge.
Because
that's the double whammy. They do it all the time. They wait for the state to convict you, and as soon as you think either you get off or you get time, they're gonna be sitting there waiting for you right after you done.
That's a fact.
I've seen dudes sign out, go downstairs, and come right back up for the hold it until they get
shook. Swoop in immediately and all over that. You think they're gonna take an investigation from some local police department?
Yeah.
So what? Yeah, they got people there immediately. People running them
all the time.
The flow of information goes straight.
The state is the foundation.
If the feds wanted it, they'd try it. They're not going to let the state go. You know when the state goes after. When they're already doing their Fed time and doing 20 years, then the state can have the little trial. And then when they get out in 20 years, they can go do their 10-year state time. They don't give a fuck. The feds are coming in and putting a hammer on you. And you're going to prison early if they want you. If not, we'll see if it stays in the state. I think it stays in the state. It's not a Fed
I like
case.
this comment right here. I like this comment where your boy.
Which one? This one? Oh, yeah. Young rap don't respect their rappers like we did the rappers of our time, and that's the part of the culture. Somehow somebody behind it figured out how to get some real big money and accelerate the amount of bread, because hip hop was going to be big regardless. We could have stayed on that positive path. It still would have been big.
That's a very valid point too. Like right now, you got Nori doing Drink Champs, and everybody goes on Nori. All right. Can Little Durk have a podcast in 20 years and all the OGs from his time come through and talk to him?
No. Yeah, that'll be hard too.
There's no culture in this future. There's no culture in this future.
Oh, I get what you're saying though. Yeah, I think you're kind of right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because he was about getting killed. Oh, you're right.
We're not going to have this in 20 years. We're not going to have this.
But the thing is the respect because of the content. That's why.
I think we will. I think it's going to evolve into something that we're not used to, just like everything else. I don't think it's gonna stay in this grungy, grimy, gangster rap. We're gonna listen to Drake's new album. That's kind of where it's going, to the EDM music. We need to kind of transition over to something else, man. It don't need to stay within this core. It need to go to something else.
Always a subcore. It's always a subculture of everything.
Also, I think the OGs now were real dudes back then. You know what I mean? They were fresh off the street, real dudes. These cats, they're making money on SoundCloud and other platforms when they're 13 years old. Now they're older. They've been making money for a minute. These cats shouldn't be in the street like that. They're not like that. Other guys.
But it's the culture. It's the culture to put you in the street because of my reputation and my identity. I gotta say I'm out here thugging with mob ties instead of securing the bag.
And what I'm saying is a lot of the OGs might have been real killers, whereas these kids just want to look like killers, and they will kill over it. But there's a difference between a killer and someone who kills somebody. There's a difference.
Okay, you're right. Okay. And they don't want to make no money nowadays. It's just about pulling that trigger. That's all.
You're right.
And it all comes down to being afraid to take a beat.
Guess what? I'm a YouTuber. We all YouTubers on this fucking channel. Whoever I pull up is fucking YouTube. They know the culture and all that. We ain't here to talk about what happened or nothing. We speculate, we talk, and you know what? It's for betterment of the culture too, ultimately, because ain't nobody getting no bread off of this shit yet. And even if I do, whenever we do, it ain't gonna be on there. Ain't no selling these soul or doing this and that. But what I'm saying is, we wasn't there. That don't mean we can't talk about it, homie.
Exactly. When CNN and 60 Minutes do a report, they wasn't there. Do y'all say anything to them?
Oh! EST.
Yeah, but that's the difference. They're news. They're supposed to be unbiased. We're talking about we can
everything can be different. I'm speaking on the formation. It's public information out there that we're talking about, just like they do it. Whether they're reporters who have integrity and all, it don't matter. We can speak. It's the Second Amendment, right? Mm-hmm. Or is that the first? Whichever. But we got the right to talk about something. They don't say nothing to CNN and Vice and nothing. Come on, man.
But the killers need to slow down, and we all agree. I don't think nobody, even the gangsters that's out, the so-called whatever, I know everybody agree to that. But sometimes this shit is so deep. It's so deep.
And what happened to just throwing the hands real quick, man?
Oh, that's done.
They're afraid to take a fucking beating. That's the bottom line. They're afraid of a beating. They'd rather just shoot somebody and get away with it.
I'm in my mid-30s, and that was dead when I was coming up.
OG and the NOG and the Bulldogs. Yes, sir. Shout out to Jose Lopez. Yeah, being father to the child. LG and the Bulldogs. He also had another song called "Got to Have It." I don't know.
Oh, that was his name. That was it. That's right.
Shout out to you, my boy. Thank you.
Damn, you just went back, bro. God damn.
Billy. Country listeners too busy killing their wives and kids.
You stupid.
Yeah,
He was a fool for that. Oh. All right, who next? Toe Jam. Man. Okay. This looks like a long one. Yo, Minutes, could you read this one?
Nah, we can skip that one. He talking some bullshit.
It's bullshit.
Oh, LV so FM also said at LV Nelson, we got people in the comments interacting with each other. He said posing Takeoff next to the Grim Reaper sign, then walking through the hallway while the dude is shooting dice behind Takeoff. Quavo turning his back while the dude portrays shooting.
Okay. He talking about a video.
Yeah, I guess he talking about a video. My boy needs some grammar help, but I feel him. I guess I think he talking about Jay Prince Jr. when he walked by Takeoff and he was laying down.
Oh yeah, that. I mean,
so who was the Grim Reaper?
I don't know.
These new age cross-dressing, makeup wearing rappers need dress wearing fake kilt. Do they need some kids? Mine's ESP, NBA young boy. Media said he new age Tupac, never in a million years.
I like NBA. I've been listening to a lot of nothing but NBA because I'm going.
But young boy fucked up in the head though.
Name somebody who ain't.
Exactly. Nah. But he's like he's different. Like he's
degree don't matter. Hey, degree don't matter.
Well, nigga, I don't listen to normal motherfuckers.
Young boy got some tracks though, but he.
I'll play.
He wild.
Some shit for you. Then he got a lot so much music. It's like you can't put on the rack just enjoy it. Think he got a lot of music, homie. And really,
it's the youth. It's the pulse of the youth. It's the pulse of the youth. That's it.
Mob Ties credit is down. There's no checking in with them boys. No Boosie Offset Duke. The jeweler was set. Okay. I don't know about that. Okay, I don't want to go. I ain't reading it back and forth either. Country stole the rock and roll from the Africans, just like they steal the masters and pay pennies on the dollar to the artists.
Nah, he got a point with that.
I like some country, and country came from them country white boys and country that in the country. And
let me correct him. Country ain't steal rock and roll. Country stole blues. You know what I'm saying? And rock and roll stole from the previous African groups back in the 50s and 60s coming up, early 60s, 70s, and they start remaking it over time. But
they do pennies to the dollar. They do pay pennies to the dollar for the artists. Bobby Shmurda, I don't know if y'all seen that. Bobby Shmurda said he only made 900,000 off a hot nigga. Wow, I think the label made over like 8 figures. So that's crazy.
That's his ignorance in business. He did bad business.
Not yet, but a lot of these artists get signed deals without being educated, and they take advantage of that, and that's a fact. That's something that's been happening for years.
Let's try to not get and then drift off. Try to keep everything back on the topic. You feel me?
Bet.
Is it true that the Migos or one of them got beat up at a dice game? It may have been all through supposedly. They lost 50 racks. I don't know about that.
That's what I'm talking about. I said that earlier. I said they get ran down on by another crew and they didn't do shit about it. And people were talking
reported.
About it.
It was reported they had problems with PF.
Okay. Yeah.
People were already questioning, are these dudes about it? And then all of a sudden one of them gets killed at a dice game.
But one thing you got to
you think maybe because we know Offset, he ain't going for nothing. So, and then that went down between Baby, the biggest boy on that label.
Yeah, Baby don't fuck with Quavo.
That's the ultimate reason why.
Exactly. That's why Quavo and them don't really fuck with QC.
But they kept it in-house though.
When Baby came out, Baby took the QC was on Baby and Baby done ran it up. And Baby and QC forgot about Migos and them. That's also has to deal with the lawsuit about Offset suing them. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of drama.
Yeah. Okay.
And Lil Baby fucks ladies.
Here's a conspiracy theorist saying basically whoever they put it on is just a fall guys. I don't know because you saying you taking away from the fact that dudes are crazy and the emotions and it just like that, the snip of a finger.
That ego.
You know what I mean?
That's it.
That's just a fact.
And like you said, you trying to play me in front of women, and we've been drinking this, bro. Come on. That right there, it get you killed trying to play another dude in front of a woman, group of women. That right there alone. We ain't even gotta be drinking and smoking. You know
Especially as a female, if Diggy, you really like this girl, she thinking you, and you
right.
drunk, and you
Or you
just
try,
who,
or you trying to bag one of them, and then he play
yeah,
you. You can't. You know what I'm saying? You're like,
dudes,
come on, man.
and that ain't just that's every human being, really. Every man got, to a certain extent. Not everyone, but you know what I mean. It don't matter what culture, basically. There's some guys in every
Nah.
culture, that's like, you feel
And
me?
how about this
Just
though? How
retarded.
about this, Bush? Women being around make the situation worse a lot of the times. You ever seen two dudes fight, and then once the woman starts screaming, the dude start going harder.
Yeah.
It's like you need to get on somewhere, man.
Every time.
Yeah, that's not true.
For real, man.
I don't know what he's talking about. All this
Yeah,
stuff.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That one's crazy.
Rockstar killed themselves too many times. Okay.
Bottom line, none of them should have been there. None of them should have been there. Like, nothing good happens. I'm not saying I wouldn't have been there. I'm just saying it shouldn't have been there, and I would have acknowledged that the next day too.
It wasn't a performance or nothing, basically, huh? It was
Nah, it was a birthday party.
I'm aware.
Yeah. I think two
just saying,
people got the same birthday. I think two people got the same birthday over there in their camp. So they had a
I'm
big
saying
birthday
shooting
party.
dice after the place closed, a half hour after the place closed, and you're shooting dice out in front, bullshitting about basketball, arguing like that was that ever going to seem like it was going to pan out good for anybody?
Man, I run as soon as they break the dice out.
Wow.
I'm gone. I'm gone.
It's a fact. I see
Soon
it.
as.
I know what them things do. You smell me now.
What?
50 racks ain't muffins. Spin that hose. He talking about the Migos alleged situation.
Yeah.
If 33 is associated with the Illuminati, November is the 11th month, and the year is 22. And that's why we doing this conspiracy thing tomorrow. We're gonna talk about in the big room.
Yeah, but that's just sacred, Well, we get into that. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you should join us on that because they love that shit and we love it too. Open your mind to some other shit.
Just to say, somebody before was talking about like how much money was involved. People get killed over like $200.
Yeah.
So, don't
we just said it was women around. People get killed over that.
Yo,
I don't think they know some of these people don't understand. Like,
a lot of dudes don't know how to act around women. A lot of dudes can't handle their liquor. A lot of dudes don't know what to do in a scary ass situation because they've never been put in that before. And a lot of dudes don't like losing money.
Mighty Funny Quavo was ghost riding for Halloween. Oh, bro, that's a reach. That's a reach, Oso. That's a reach, Oso.
We all seen the movie Ghost Rider, and we all know what he was known for.
That's a conspiracy right there, man. And you can say that.
That ain't even a conspiracy because it ain't got no foundation. He just reaching.
He reaching. I don't even know what he's talking about. Somebody died during a robbery. That's murder. This wasn't.
That wasn't a robbery. That wasn't a robbery.
Nah, this was just some shit jumped off and somebody got scared and started shooting.
Yeah,
shooting up the place. Scary ass niggas. I mean, people. Put them on the first 48. Everyone rats. I gotta read his comments because he said some funny shit back there. Blood, why they pick him up and all of a sudden the girl said, "Don't move."
Yeah, that was weird. Why y'all gonna drag his legs and let his head drag? That was hella weird, bro. Like you ain't supposed to pick no man's legs.
You ain't the ambulance. They picked them up and they wasn't the ambulance.
Whatever happened to applying pressure to the wound?
So people that wasn't the ambulance picked them up?
No, yeah, it was dudes
they
who had grabbed both his legs and was trying to like drag. We're like, what is he doing? Nobody
obviously there's a bunch of dummies in that spot.
Nobody took their shirts off and applied pressure to the wound. No, they just
I can't. Kid was dead on sight. Like he got hit and he was dead.
Yeah, but still, even if it's my brother, I'm gonna try something. I'm trying something.
Yeah, like nobody around there was educated enough to like know what to do in that situation.
I would have been doing CPR.
Like,
look,
my brother.
When somebody gets hurt is one thing. When somebody gets killed right in front of you and you know you fucking seen it, you just don't want to admit it.
I'm trying.
They're not thinking straight. They grabbed his legs and tried to pull him out. Like
You're right. They're not thinking straight. But it's like, let me tell you right now.
It's
the wrong thing to do, all right? And for anybody that's ever in that situation, don't fucking be dragging people after they got
I'm gonna say this.
Get them
That's a crazy situation for some people we put in.
Yeah, I know, for sure.
But they must ain't never been in that situation before, because that's not foreign.
Yeah, but not everybody has been in that situation. Not a lot of people have been in that situation.
Shit. Okay. How many black people?
I'm saying a
Okay.
lot.
All right.
Bro, look, I'm not saying it's probably who knows, probably half and half. You know what I'm saying? Like not everybody's
Yeah.
been there.
It's definitely half and half.
Yo,
Oh
somebody
yeah.
said, I think it's basically they saying this was an assassination. But if you're familiar with Malcolm X, and you remember before they shot him, they said, "Get your hand out of my pocket," to cause a confusion.
Nah. That's totally different spectrums, bro.
I'm kind of digging what they. It's like it caused a confusion, and then handle some business. So now it was a straight bullet or whatever. It wasn't. It's kind of. I'm kind of I ain't gonna hold you. That's a possibility because it's like.
Okay.
It's like it caused a confusion just to handle some business or whatever the fuck was going on. You don't know what's going on out here. What contracts is on who, for what reasons, or whatever the fuck else.
Yo, Big L had a song named "Casualties of a Dice Game."
What?
Yeah, facts.
Big L had a song "Casualties of a Dice Game." Explain one of the many ways you get
That's
out of
what I was
dice.
thinking in the beginning, but when
It just happens.
But I always like to think about all the possibilities because sometimes everybody think they know what's going on. Sometimes it'd be something totally different. You feel me?
Sure.
Sorry, them dudes with that kind of bread hanging out in Fifth Ward, all around stupid.
It's just sad all around. Somebody's dead. That's sad. Another kid, somebody's going to go to jail over this. That's sad. You know, I mean, this could have easily been avoided.
Like Houston and Texas and shit. Fifth Ward who claimed that Jay Prince, and who's the boss of that Jay Prince. Fifth Ward ain't just a regular ghetto. Fifth Ward ain't just Brooklyn, Brownsville, East New York, or whatever.
Have y'all been to Houston before?
Huh?
Have y'all been to Houston before?
I've never been to. Yeah, I passed through.
I haven't been there before. I used to live in Corpus Christi, so we used to take a little trip out there all the time, and it's crazy. It's big. It's big and crazy. Pause.
Well, I'm just saying, like, when you say Fifth Ward, and if, like, it's Jay Prince town, if you supposed to be Jay Prince boy, you think you're safe there, basically. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Okay, let's see. What do you say? Look, disagreeing and arguing does not, again, justify a murder. Too many dudes are sensitive, acting like chicks with D's. That was a pretty girl who said that too. You right, Coach. You right.
That's facts, mama.
That's that ego, man. Niggas gotta lose that ego.
It's hard though. How do you even approach to try to, you know what I'm saying, eliminate that?
Just be the bigger person. You think your life is your nephew just lost his life because you was arguing with somebody else.
Stop capping. Like you don't turn up. Like you don't get mad and just come on, stop it. Because you get tight sometimes too, homie.
But there's always a time and a place for a situation. You feel what I'm saying? Like we all have been tight in some situations, but we all know.
I'm saying. That's why I don't want to be no hypocrite. I'm saying.
Hey, what's up? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, man, it's what's happening?
What's happening with you? What you think about this? What we talking about here?
Yeah, it's a tragic situation, but I've been trying to reach out to the on a block already.
My bad. I'm Jakey over here, but I'm gonna get it right one day.
Oh man, that's how we playing. Okay.
Hold up. I barely didn't hear you. What you were saying? He must have said something I ain't hearing the way I respond. You still there? All right.
Call back, homie.
What'd he say? Y'all heard him? What'd he say?
Nah, I couldn't hear him.
I heard like beep.
Call back.
Oh, call back. I got it together now, homie. Call back. Sorry about that. Damn, man. Janky shit.
It sounded like he had a point though at first. He just fell off.
Call back, homie. My bad. Where he said he's from, like, damn. Migos. People think Takeoff. People didn't think Takeoff. Nigga in the yellow foot. What's that feedback coming from? Is that me?
Oh, that was a while back.
Y'all hear that?
No.
Yeah, I hear it. It sounds like a fan blowing or something. Is that me?
Oh, nah. Yo, Menace, could you read that for me? I'm sorry.
Migos people didn't kill Takeoff. Nigga in the yellow sweater kicked off the first shot and ran out the door. Migos people started firing after that first shot. He dropped after that first shot.
Well, we don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I was.
My door at the door. Bro, y'all see these comments. You went live to see and hear everyone, not one at a time. Y'all are not for real about this. Come on now. Yeah, I know I ain't about this, but I'm learning. Call up, man. You see the number? Call up. Talk to me face to face. I ain't know what you gotta say, homie. Let me hear your voice. You talking, you know, I hear you. I ain't never say I was about this.
Acting like you're here antagonizing people.
Yeah, we still don't know who shot first. We don't see the other angle. We're looking at it from one side. I'm
That's
never going to
facts.
speculate
That's
that the
facts.
whole shit is done until the investigation is done. Then we're going we all know we're going to find out exactly what happened.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
right, Lady True. We
What's the most
speculating on
likely
what we
scenario?
on the evidence we got to see. That's all we speculating on. When more come out, that's when we'll change our stance. But until then, this is what we standing on.
That's a
What do you
fact.
guys think the most likely scenario is for this? What do you think really happened?
I'm not going to do that, but say y'all could. I invite y'all to.
Okay. Hypothetically, are we hypothetically speaking?
Of course, you're not a prosecutor, and you weren't there. So I'm just, what's your opinion? What do you think really went down?
Well, it was a closing, but I don't think it wasn't open for the public, right? So I mean,
It was his birthday, you know, like
so
it's
two people who knew each other got into it, basically. That's it.
That's it. That's it. And it's just some
That's
bullshit. It's most likely just some bullshit. And especially if there's like
See, and I personally, under they two nations, I personally would let them handle it, but somebody got to be held accountable. You know what I'm saying? Because the world hurt behind it.
person doesn't go for street justice. They'll settle for it, but it's not their prerogative. You know, I think that should just be handled internally. Done deal. Like somebody
Right.
got to pay for that.
But then again, Quavo, I mean, Takeoff got a mother. You know what I'm saying? She wants some justice. So I understand that. You know what I'm saying? And all the time, street justice don't bring mamas, you know, don't bring them comfort all the time. Sometimes they want people behind bars and stuff.
Not so maybe street justice might work in this case because her cousin, which is Quavo, was there, and if he handled that, you don't think she might be fine with that? Hypothetically speaking.
No, because she know he'd be putting his future in jeopardy. You know what I'm saying?
You're right. You got a point.
And I don't think personally Takeoff will want Quavo to go crash out behind, you know, something like that. Bro, just keep trucking because I'm already done transitioned over. Ain't no point of you wrecking your life. You know, if the best thing you can do is change your ways internally. That's the best thing you can do.
Yeah, if that's your problem, you still got a shot. I don't.
I personally wouldn't get in an argument with nobody for some years.
Hold up, y'all. We got to call. Yo, what up? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Little Rock. My name's PJ. What is it?
What up, PJ? You call from Little Rock? What up?
Well, I ain't got no input. I just want to, you know.
You tapping in?
Ask me a question, man. I can follow up.
What you think about this? Who you don't think this Jay Prince fault?
I mean, shit, he ain't shooting. He was somebody else's child.
I like that, my nigga. I like that. You're right. I'm gonna roll with that. You're right. I like that. Hey, what I doing?
From a real nigga street perspective, like I feel like nobody would set up his wrong time, wrong place type shit. Like everything has for a reason. That's why everybody those type of way about bro dying. Cause it was somebody else. I'm sure nobody else do damn, but it's Takeoff. He did something.
Well, let me ask you this: what do you think could have happened to prevent this situation?
Well, after the head, what could happen?
Yeah, what would you have done to prevent the situation?
Yeah, I want to say the thing is, bro.
Hold on, my boys. Hold on 1 second. Yo, minutes. It's a lot of feedback. I don't know if you got headphones on, but all I hear is a bunch of trickling on your side, minutes.
My fault.
I'll mute you until you're ready to talk. But go ahead, Lil Rock.
I feel like guy got his own time and he can prevent certain stuff. Wonderful, but he let this happen for a reason. You know what I mean? Like some stuff just got to happen because we got to get woken up in certain areas that's drowning us or draining us in a way.
Man, Lil Rock, you know.
Hey, I don't want to stop nobody money or you know what I mean, ego, because I know motherfuckers gonna say what they got to say and believe what they want to believe, but shit, I believe what I believe.
We appreciate your input, man.
That's what it's about. Hey, shout out to you though. Appreciate you, homie.
Shout out Arkansas.
Yo, what up? Where you calling from? What's your name?
I'm calling from Pine Bluff, Arkansas.
Oh, damn. We got the South.
Shout out Pine Bluff.
What's your name, homie?
My name Cardo P.
Cardo P. What you think about what we talking about here?
Man, I'm thinking about it like, man, that he should have been protected. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. You feel me? For real.
I think he should have been protected. I think if y'all there at that place, y'all should have me protected all the way around.
Fact.
I agree. I definitely agree, man.
So let me, Cardo.
Oh, hold up. EST got a question for you, my boy.
Do you think they thought that having the mob ties there was his protection? Or are you talking about armed security protection?
Real security.
Okay, I feel like this. If the mob ties was there with me like that, you know, you shouldn't have let dude got up on me like that anyway. And we shouldn't have been arguing over nothing as petty as that from the jump.
Right. Okay.
That's a fact, man.
That's what's up.
Homie. You're right. I agree with everything you said. You ain't get on here with no nonsense. You spit some real talk. So shout out to you for sure. You feel me?
He said he killed it from the start.
In the building, man.
Appreciate you, homie. And people agree with him too. They like facts in the comments.
Yeah, kill it from the start.
Hey, this was a great ass show. I'm gonna keep this shit going for a little couple more minutes. But
okay.
We covered a lot of ground. We basically went super in depth on this topic. And shout out to my boy EST for joining us. You feel me? Because
all day
he brought a lot to the table today. You feel me? B-Rad killed it. Menace killing it. Like, it is what it is. But only thing I'm gonna say is, when my thing, CEO Reek the sneak bullet like it. What I'm gonna say, look at Reek. You know, y'all know Reek. Shout out to
Reek.
He gonna try to expose me. Talk about $300. Playboy, you got paid, homie. What are you talking about?
Oh, hold on, he ain't coming at your top, is he? Because
he's trying to come at the God though. Swear to God, you don't
Reek.
Tell him to call up because he said some paper. I'm gonna tell you, EST, what really happened.
Yo, didn't I already question this guy about this like 8 weeks ago?
I know, and I don't want to change the subject. He trying to change the whole shift of the show. Reek, you fucking with it because don't. Go ahead, EST. I'm gonna let you say your shit that we off of.
I'm gonna say this. Butch, look, before you even did this the interview with CEO Reek, we was like, fuck Reek. We already knew that shit was gonna happen. We already knew this was gonna happen. He taking that same shit from Clubhouse over here talking about $300. Bro,
you gonna troll me? I ain't do you wrong, homie, and you know it.
Come on, bro. Come on, Reek, man. You can't have dysfunction everywhere you go, my nigga. Come on.
Yo, what up? What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is Sharon. I'm calling
from shit. Hey, Sharon. Where you calling from? I'm sorry.
Houston.
Oh shit. She calling from Houston. I hope you ain't calling to check us and put us in place about the shit we talking about.
No. I've been in Houston all my life. Okay. I know the type of ties that the J Prince have.
Mm-hmm.
And that side of town, Fifth Ward. My thing is, it should never had got that far. When the argument started, it should have just shut down right then and there.
Thank you.
I didn't agree with Migos riding around with them in Fifth Ward like that with the gun in the car, all that. And I hate to say it, but the sin of the father falls on the child.
Say it again, mama. Say it again.
I'm saying the sins of the father fall on the child. I mean, I used to grow up in Fifth Ward around J Prince. I ain't gonna say too much, but you know what I'm saying. I know how they live, and basically, the father is respected. The kids are not respected. So they have much respect for J Prince. They don't respect the sons like that because they ain't been through nothing. They're up under their daddy.
And she in Houston.
I truly believe if that was J Prince, that wouldn't have went down like that.
Thank you. So, and as a father, you have a responsibility to know your child to where it's like,
that's right.
Okay, he gonna have this.
That's
then
right.
You got to make sure the people that's coming is protected in some type of way because it's like this is a travesty. You feel me?
That's strong words, mama. That was strong words right there.
And the father has to pay for this. You have to pay right. That's coming down on you because those are your children.
You hear that, B-Rad?
Yeah, on the street or in court, because on the street I agree, but in court,
just...
they don't care about that.
Yeah, somebody, and I mean, the more come out, the more they switching stuff. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I feel like we got to find somebody to pin this on. That's just the way I feel.
Someone's going down for it.
I mean, accountability got to be taken from somebody as men.
Exactly.
At least as a man.
Because it
if they're dealing with guys who are about that, they're gonna be like, no, somebody's going down. They're gonna pick somebody and they're going down for it.
You're right about that, B-Rad. You right about they run from accountability in this code. You right about that one.
It's a terrible thing. Like it can't happen no more. A big, one of our leaders, as far as the culture and as far as the influence, getting killed and murdered like that at a place where he's supposed to be safe. So that's why we talk about it. That's why we do that. Shout out to you, Sharon. Appreciate your call.
Okay, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Well, shout out to you, Sharon.
But yeah, and she in Houston. You feel me? So she know what we talking about. Basically, like Jay Prince. You know what I mean?
She says she grew up down the block from Fifth Ward.
B-Rad, anything to say to her? She'll watch it.
No, I agree. But like I said, in the street and in life, in reality, yeah, you're responsible for your son and what he does. Like even it's still a reflection. It's a reflection upon you as a parent, regardless, and you have to live with that as well. But I'm just talking about he ain't going to jail for that. He ain't getting so much as a fine for that. That's his son.
You're right.
Man.
You're right. I don't think we're talking about the law, the penal system, really.
Oh no, of course. Like anybody knows that I don't rock with that side. I'm just saying. But come on.
I gotta go because I gotta get my daughter and stuff. But this was a great show. I didn't want to end it. This shit could go forever. But the next topic is gonna be even more. And we gonna hold up. We gotta call. I ain't gonna end it. I ain't gonna end it yet.
You gotta get the fans what they want, man.
They won't let you go, Bush.
I could leave and let y'all run this shit.
Give them what they want.
Hey, what's up? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Well, it's the big show.
Oh shit. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from the Bronx, boys.
Brooklyn shit.
BX.
So this is the homie right here. What you think? What's going on, homie? What you think, man? Let's talk. Come on.
Y'all covered it all. Just tapping in to say what's good to my guys and make sure y'all all good and safe. And I know you guys are trying to wrap it up, but I just wanted to tap in and say about the community.
That's what these niggas are stupid.
Yo, he's stupid.
Shout out to the big show. We're gonna have that cooking show coming.
Shout out to the big show for sure. That's the big homie.
Yeah, shout out to the homie.
I just got one question. Y'all available for work? Because I see all of y'all out here by now.
He said, what?
What he
But fine. These dudes is.
He said, we what?
All right, homie. You gotta go. Shout out to my homie though.
Shout out to the homie.
Hold up.
Hey, Bush, what'd he say? Are we what?
He talking some shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I heard what he said.
Hey, what's up? What's your name? Where you calling from? Hello? They hung up. Don't get scared. But yeah, man, this was a great show. ESP, man, we gotta talk.
All right.
You know what I mean? We gotta put together some shit. You feel me?
We can chop it up, man. We chop it up.
Tomorrow we're gonna do the conspiracy thing on the 10th planet in the B-room. And there's a lot to say about that. We got my boy KB coming back. B-Rab, who's the study of all that shit. Y'all want to get conspiracy?
Hey, B-Rab. I got the Nibiru book, the Anunnaki and the Nibiru book 10 years ago. So we can talk.
Uh-oh.
I was telling Bush before, I was like, bro, I gotta look back into it because I went through that 20 years ago. So I'm like, I gotta find out that new stuff. But I see it all the time.
Okay, so you my elder. We're gonna have to talk then, man. But salute to B-Rab, salute the menace, man.
Yo, what's up? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Definitely.
Hello? Yo, you there? All right, next time. But yeah, appreciate everybody. We never did no 2-hour show, so salute to the people.
Well, we was rocking for a minute. Word, appreciate y'all. Everybody in the comments. The comments was jumping too. Everybody has something to say today. I love it.
Yeah, and I learned a lot. And guess what? On this network, you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn some shit. You're gonna learn.
Everybody brought valid points. Like everybody in the panel, everybody in the comments, like everybody brought super valid points, and hopefully we'll find out what happened.
Facts. And guess what? My boy B Rad ain't scared of y'all motherfuckers.
Nah,
all right,
at all.
I love y'all.
All right, man. Salute, man.
Yes.
Yo, we're love and peace to everybody. Yo.